soul to the sea. Seeds of life. I bet a million to one on the face of the fire that burns in the sun. Seeds of life. Never giving it up. Warming the world as it turns. Hey! Oh, it's so hard to be alone. 'Cause it don't feel quite right. But I can't
That was me, sorry. Hang on. Whoop. There we go. That music cut ungracefully. It does it on the album too, because it's supposed to fade in, like it fades into the next track, so the last few seconds of that song are in the beginning of the next song, and it sounds like shit. So when it ends, when you have just the track by itself. Hey everybody. Hope it's going well. I've been looking at the drop frame counter. We're down to 8.25% right now. We peaked at like just over 10% drop frames. It's like for the stream so far for the past like 10 minutes. I don't know why. I'm kind of watching the bitrate health right now to see if it's dipping, because I really only have it set to stream at like 3,400 kilobits per second. But whenever the connection starts to fluctuate really weirdly, it'll like spike way past what I set it to do. It'll jump up to like 4,000 something, I guess, to, I don't know, make up for it. I didn't tell it to do that. I feel like it should cap, yeah, it can fluctuate and maybe go down if the speed, dips or whatever, but I feel like it shouldn't go over the limit. That's why I put the limit there. I don't, maybe it's a rolling average then. I don't actually know. Maybe it just tries to aim for that number. I saw that pop up. I gotta figure out like why the alerts, like it pops up and like the image loads in before it has a chance to slide in. I don't know why it does that. Goose, thank you for 51 months. You know what? If all those months, if those were all weeks, it'd be a year almost. Hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you tonight. I'm sorting around my project files. I'm doing some code stuff on the Gatorbox website tonight, but I was getting all my Flash project files ready because I was going to take a crack at some board game stuff this weekend. I had today off from work, and I have potentially Monday off. They're not paid days, so kind of trying to figure out if I can justify taking that much time off of work, or if I should just go to work and take a paycheck. I'm just dead tired. I'm trying to find some time to do all my other projects I don't make any money from. I hope you're doing well, Goose. Uh-oh. Well, we're dipping. Frames are dipping. I really thought we were coming back up. Now, see, it's like, I know you guys can hear me when it starts dropping frames. You actually can't even tell right now because there's nothing moving on screen, so you can't even tell it's dipping. But like, it just spiked at like 6,000 kilobits per second, and I don't know why it do go down, but I don't know why. Of course everybody wants line go up, but not that much. I only pay for a certain amount of bandwidth. I found out several months ago, like earlier this year, when I was trying to restructure my personal expenses. I got Spectrum to, I told them, I was like, look, don't tell me you don't have any lower plans, because I know you do. You still have the plan from the Affordable Connectivity Act that Donnie Trump got rid of back in February, but you're still grandfathering people in on that. So I'd like you to kick me down to that, please, and I'm not going to leave you alone until you do. Because it turns out that like I don't fucking do anything on this computer. I don't care. But like the upload speed is the same whether I'm paying him $84.99 a month or fucking $44.99. So I was like, tone it down, okay? Cut that price in half. Save me some money, okay? Because it doesn't matter. I don't need to pay $40 more a month to do what I'm doing right now if I can do it the same shit, Part of the deal, okay? Anyways, we're just screwing around tonight. Howdy, unfunny nerd. Goose, Necro's popped in. Necro's actually popped in, and I think he got the first. I've already reloaded chat, so I may have missed it, but I think he redeemed the thing for the first thing this stream, the little one token deal. Dr. Surgeon Guy, they're here. And Fandramon, of course, is here. Fandramon, in between this week's show and last week's show, she actually resubbed to the channel, so thank you for the sub, Fandramon. Covert sub. She did that so that she could get the Mr. $8 badge. Speaking of September, which is over because it's October, Netcrows, thank you for 87 months. Jesus Christ, you guys are getting real close to 100. Oh no. Hey, Buster Keaton rules. Also, yeah, as N Clear Black said, and Buster Keaton rules, we got Otto. He's here. It's October. He's our guy. So he comes out. Ness takes a break in October. She goes and, I don't know, visits her family or does some other shit. I don't, whatever. you know, hanging out. She's chilling with Lantis or something. They're having mimosas and shit on the beach, and no boys allowed. Okay, so you know, I'm just here jerking myself off, I guess. But I got this guy, literally a blow up doll. So how's everyone? How's everyone doing? But yeah, those of you that are new to Gatorbox this season, every October, you know, spooky month, we got Otto hang out here. So also, you know, new to Gatorbox, I do a little thing called Gator Run Box here. So I have a interesting little thing I picked up. It's very old, and I actually got this as the same time as something kind of similar to it. And what I have is something I remember seeing in the store when I was a kid. I remember seeing this, like this exact thing. And I found one online. It actually came in a set with the, a few months ago, it may have actually been the middle of last year. I may have the end of last year. I don't know. But we had that radio-controlled, it's a little rock platform. And on top of it was a big inflatable Tyrannosaurus Rex. It was from Radio Shack. And it took like a million fucking D-size batteries, and it weighed a ton because it did that. And it ran on 9 volts too. So I found an eBay listing for that item, brand new in the box, and I really wanted that. But it came with something else, and that is this thing right here. And it's also new in the package. It's been opened, but everything is in the package. I remember seeing this when I, you know, in the store, the same store I saw the radio-controlled inflatable dinosaur. I remembered seeing this as a kid, but I wanted the dinosaur, and this just kind of came with it. I'm not going to complain. Also from Radio Shack, this is the Radio Shack programmable off-road Jeep. Okay, you feel me? Programmable, okay? Learn to code, all right? You drive a car, you can code a car, okay? What are you doing, Elon? Making cars that drive themselves in the 2020s? Dude, Tandy Corporation, doing it. They beat you to it 40 years ago, idiot. Dumbass. Actual dumbass, okay? So we got here the classic little Radio Shack logo. Also, yeah, 9 volts are expensive now. Like, they are definitely a specialty battery. The only thing I can think of today that uses 9 volts are smoke detectors. That's it. It's the only thing I can, like, I thought about it the other day because I was at work and somebody was like trying to, they were trying to buy batteries, and this is not a repeat of that AA battery story from like 8 years ago. But they were asking different, like, because we stock very specialty sized batteries, and the 9 volt battery is considered a specialty battery now. Because I was thinking, like, what takes it? Smoke detector? That's it. I can't think of anything else. TV remotes? No. Toys? No. You know, I don't know. But I don't know. Anyways, oh, Unfunny Nerd. This is Otto. You're new this year, so you haven't seen Otto before. He comes out every October. He'll be here for the next 4 weeks because there's 5 shows in October somehow. Anyways, on the box here, this is a little. It gives some little flavor text on the side here. It is programmable because there are there's little cartridges you put in it. I have opened this ahead of time because I, just like the dinosaur thing, I wanted to make sure that it worked before I brought it out on stream and said, hey guys, check this out. So it does work. However, there is a problem. So what I'm going to do in lieu of demonstrating this little car drive, this car, the living room I am in is not big enough to show you how this car works anyways. I would have had to have taken it outside earlier this afternoon and filmed it in my driveway or something, and even then I'm not even sure if that's big enough. So here's how this works. We got this little thing, even comes with the instruction manual. Guys, look at that. We're at 1987 Tandy Corporation, dude. This is almost 40 years old. This vehicle is as old as me. It is ridiculous. So here's the programmable thing. These are the little cartridges. They probably don't. They're just cogs. That's all they are. It's like physical media, and I'll show you how it works in a second. But this is how you make the car do the car things. Okay. Quality bubble wrap, and now for the main event. Here's a little beep Jeep. your little car. So this is exactly how I remember it being. I remember seeing this, like they had one open on the shelf in the store so you could look at it out of the package. This little yellow dune buggy, this little sand jeep thing. I remembered this. It's got the little front wheel. Only the back wheels are powered, so the front wheels have rubber bands molded into them so that it climbs over things, and then it only turns. It only turns one way. It's like a really simple function radio controlled car. It doesn't actually turn right. It's like Zoolander, okay? It doesn't turn right. So here's how it works. And you're saying, well, Draco, how do you program it? It has space for one memory card up its ass. So here, this one's just labeled straight. I feel like if you're shoving something up something else's ass, it isn't straight. So let's go with the next one. Here's one. Triangle. Promise I'm not trying to do this on purpose. Let's flip that triangle upside down because that's the symbol, right? Anyways, the way it works is it's got this little tiny little tooth on the bottom of this cartridge here. You can just barely see it. And there's a little slot in the back of the car. And when you pop this in, it completes the circuit because the little tooth pushes down on a contact and it turns on. So you're probably saying, Draco, that car sounds like it's working. I can see the wheels are spinning, so why are you telling me it doesn't work? The reason for that is because the mechanism that that makes the front wheels turn, unfortunately, doesn't work. It should work, and here's how it works. If you look underneath this little cartridge here, we got this little spinner here, and this pushes up against a cam, and that cam affects the direction that the front wheels are turning. So this engages with the small gear, and then this cam pushes the thing. So this is kind of the part where I'm showing you the car, and it turns on. You know, it takes two big ass batteries that go underneath the bottom right here. These are C-size batteries. The other one we did had D-size, I think, and I had this open a second ago. Hang on, let me. There we go. So yeah, the dinosaur truck took these cells. So yeah, this is just big ass batteries. They drop right in. Kind of crazy that, you know, C and D cell batteries are 1.5 volts apiece, just like AA's. I think AA's existed in '87 because the Game Boy, the original Game Boy, took them. They took 4 of them in '89. So that technology, I'm sure, existed. I just don't know why these big ass battery. Maybe making things small was expensive back then. I don't know, but whatever the reason. Okay, so it powers on, and I'd like to show you how it works because I can't just show it to you working. So I got a little screwdriver here, and we'll pop the chassis off. We'll do a quick little teardown. And this is kind of one of the things that is more interesting to me anyways, because I'm very kind of engineering oriented, used to build BattleBots, used to work on BattleBots, the show, you know, it's kind of something I know a thing or two about. So there's only 3 little screws holding the little shell on. So I'll pop these out. These ones in the back are a pain in the ass to get. I'll show you what happened and why it doesn't work, and I'll also explain what I did to try and fix it. I kind of know how to fix it, but it's one of those things that if you patch it up, it'll just be a temporary patch, because I know exactly what the problem is, and I will show it to you, and then I'll tell you what I try to do to fix it and how I can't fix it. So this pops off, shell comes off, and you got this little. It looks like a stripped down RC car now. This is making my this is like what I would look at when I was in middle school. You know, in the late '90s, early 2000s, building my first BattleBots. It'd be like, okay, we got this. We're gonna pop out the motor. We're gonna mount something in right here. We're gonna put a ramp here, and we're gonna have the servo on the back. You know, so this little thing on the back right here, this also pops off. This just clips on. No screws this time. There's only 3 screws holding everything down. Whoops. I've also already been a little too rough on that, and I messed one of the things up. So, okay. See this right here? This little piece of metal here, when you complete that circuit, it's literally just two things, just two wires, and this just touches the wires together, and it drives it. So the wheels turn by way of this little cam right here. So this pushes forward, and it's a cool little mechanism. You know, this little spring, it pushes forward and it tugs the wheels to the left. And then the spring always keeps tension on it, and it pulls this slider back so that when the cam hits a part of the thing that doesn't push it forward, well, the wheels do this and they straighten back out, and it drives in a straight line. I think it's really interesting. I mean, this is something that was made 40 years ago. Even though it's just a crappy little plastic toy, this is still built leagues better than anything you can get off the shelf today, even this cheap little toy, and I'll demonstrate why. You see this metal pin right here, this angled thing that's connected to the little pusher that the cam turns? This could have very easily just been a piece of plastic, but that would have been a piece of shit, and it would have broken probably with too rough of play. So this, most of the chassis is just plastic to keep it lightweight, but for the parts that mattered, that needed to be durable, most of them, we'll get to that in a second, the little bracket is actually metal, so that it can do this over and over and over again and not weaken, and it actually, you can just probably do this hundreds of times, and it works. Funny that this little bracket that's made out of metal, my brother Reflex had a pretty expensive, he bought it in the 2000s, it was a pretty expensive, it's one of those like customizable, it wasn't gasoline power, but it was like the closest you could get to gasoline. It was back when like brushless motors were becoming a thing. It's a big radio controlled monster truck, and he spent a lot of money on it, and you could swap the parts out and stuff like that. It was just shy of being like one of those like premium expert level fine tunable things. You could mostly just like drop in a different motor and put different wheels. You know, you could like superficially customize it, but it was still very expensive. And I remember he played with it for a few weeks, and then he hit a really gnarly jump, and the crossbar for the steering mechanism was made out of plastic, and it was a piece of shit, and it broke. And then he and I and my dad, we all got together in the garage, and we made a new one that kind of looked a lot like this. It was made out of solid metal, and he proceeded to ram that truck into as many absolute, like for the years that followed, he smashed into a million different things with it and ran into stuff and ran over stuff. Never had another problem because the replacement steering mechanism never broke. Didn't warp because it was made out of metal. Wasn't a piece of shit. So there's this little gear right here, and that's the actual problem piece. So when you put this little cartridge in, it engages with this gear. So it's kind of something like this. And when you complete the circuit, you can kind of see how the gear starts to turn, you know, because it's on this worm drive that also powers the back tires. The problem though is that this bracket is kind of heavy. It actually is, and this spring is constantly putting tension on it to pull it back to its spot. So it's constantly pulling back this way against the cartridge and pushing the gear against it. And what happened is, I don't really know if you can see it. Maybe you can. So this gear is just plastic, and yeah, it's a little blown out. It's kind of bright. Let's see. Maybe there's a very, very fine hairline fracture on the side of that gear that goes all the way through the plastic. The way this is fit on the shaft is it's press fit on there. So on the metal shaft, there's a couple of very subtle little wings, little blades that are kind of poking out from the metal. And when the gear is press fit onto it, it very slightly slices into the plastic, and then that's what holds it in place so that it can turn on the shaft and then push against the cam, you know, so it all just works. The problem is that press fitting that on there, it does kind of damage the plastic, and this is 40 years old, and the plastic kind of dries out and it gets kind of brittle. You know, it's been 4 decades. So it started to shrink ever so slightly as it started, as it started to deteriorate. And at its weakest point, which was one of the sides where the fin, the rough part on the shaft, kind of dug into the plastic on the inside, it split because that was its thinnest part. It happens a lot with old toys and things like this. I tried to seal it on with glue. If you had like Loctite or something, you could probably actually fix it pretty well. I didn't have a bottle of Loctite on me, and it's kind of pricey, and I didn't want to make a trip out all the way to the hardware store to get just one bottle of Loctite. So I tried just to kind of super glue it on and stuff, and I can get it to turn, obviously. So it does grip enough for it to turn that, but unfortunately, the force of this pushing back against the cartridge on the cam, and it just the shaft just spins inside the center of the gear. Now it doesn't really, it doesn't get any engagement. It tries to, and it locks up, and then the shaft just spins on the inside. So if I were to, like I said, Loctite it or potentially 3D print an exact replica of this little gear and push a new one on there, you could probably make it work again. Everything works, electrically. It's sound and everything works just fine. It's a cool little thing. I really wanted to like drive it around because I wanted to see how it worked and stuff like that, but it's basic enough that I kind of get it. It did work. I tried. The glue held just enough for the little cam to work a couple of times, so it was interesting watching it. Whoops. Then I turn the wheels, and then it immediately pops back in. It turns again. And then because the little cams, because these little wheels are not, there is kind of a drop off right here, obviously, where there's a line, and that's when it straightens back out. And then as it turns, it's a very gradual expansion where there's actually some granularity to it. So like this is the triangle, so I would imagine that it very quickly, you can tell from the shape of this, it very quickly turns it. So it goes like that and makes a turn, straightens out, and it's more. You might be wondering, like, well, Draco, there's 3 points to a triangle. How come I only see 2 halves to the little cog on the inside? That's because this is just a timer, really. It just tells it what to do. So it just the way, even though this is not triangular shaped, it still drives in triangle because this is just a timer that tells it when to make a turn. And it just does that. There's one, there's an oval one, there's a straight one, there's a few other ones. I'll show you these other ones. Because I was going to go film this outside and then show it to you. This one's just a circle. So you can see that this one is just one constant wheel. This is always engaging the little shaft, the camshaft thing, and it just pushes it forward. Obviously, the one that's straight doesn't even have a little cog in it because this exists purely to complete the circuit. That's all this one does. It doesn't need a wheel inside of it because it just has to have that little notch that actually completes the circuit. This one's a loop. This one's actually kind of an interesting thing when you look at the way this one works. It is similar to the triangular one, except this one's more of a kind of a nautilus, kind of a spiral shape. And what this does is it just makes it do a turn and it keeps going straight. Whereas this one, it doesn't have really a chance to keep going straight. It just keeps perpetually turning because of the multiple things. And then, of course, the really neat one is this square. You can see this has slightly sharper turns than the triangle one because the humps on the little wheel here are actually a lot more pronounced than the other one. So there's the cutoff is a lot more steep as well. So what you get is you get a sharper, 90-degree turn. You make the full corner turn. And then there's one for oval where it's just a big wide turn, which is the same as the loop one, except it's just a different, slightly different, elongated thing. So, like I said, that's like a little teardown of how it all works. And maybe you didn't know. I didn't know if you thought you'd learn something when you tuned into Gatorbox tonight, but hey, maybe you did. So this is something that it's kind of like a salvage stream. I wanted to show this to you guys like working and just have like a video on my phone where I could just show it to you of it just like driving around out in like the pavement or something outside earlier today. But I just didn't have the equipment to make it work. I know how to fix it. I just didn't have like Loctite and stuff like that. I just didn't have any of that. So instead, I figured it would be a cool little experience to kind of like break it down and show you guys how this this is a really low tech thing, but it's kind of like, cutting edge, because it is in a sense programmable, because when you think about the definition of, to program something, is you have something that operates, and it is something that, to program it, you feed it data, and the compiler, whatever you want to call it, the system behaves differently based on the information you fed it. And in this case, the information is stored in these little wheels on the cartridges. So that's, in the most literal sense of the word, it is programming. You might not be sitting here, hammering out BASIC or C sharp on your computer, on your Tandy computer that you got from Radio Shack as well, but it is objectively still, on technicality programming. So I thought it was a cool little thing where maybe I could, pop the hood literally and show you how it worked, how the inner workings worked, and what all these cartridges did, rather than just kind of say, oh, look how cool this is. All right, here's a video on my phone of it driving around, on my driveway. So that's the little Radio Shack programmable RC off-roader. I will put this back together after the stream at some point. I have to get it working. I just kind of, like I said, saw an opportunity to kind of take this apart and kind of walk you guys through it. And it's the really basic kind of thing, and it's something that I felt I could very easily understand, and it's kind of cool. So whenever I'd be disassembling stuff and building battle bots and little hobby tanks and things like that when I was younger, this is kind of what I would do, is I would strip things down and find out these pieces that worked, and this is how I learned how to do that stuff. I mean, 25 years ago, there was no, book, there's no internet guides on how to do stuff like that, so I would just take this kind of stuff and I would be like, okay, well, what does this do? Oh, okay. Well, I see how, so, and then, like this, that's like discovering fire. It's like I have learned a mechanism here. How can I apply this knowledge? Can I, what kind, you can make a spike with this that engages a thing that pushes out forward. You can have a ram. So if you were to build something like this that has a thing, you can use it to push it forward, continue to spin it, retract, if you had a plow. There's a lot of applications for this. I just thought of that just off the top of my head. So my very autistic fixation on BattleBots, things like that, is a nice little segue into kind of turning this into something else. A little Mr. Wizard for you, okay? So that's the Radio Shack programmable RC. I got it at the same time as the dinosaur. I mostly only wanted the dinosaur. I promise I don't have a thing for inflatables. That's, probably should have done this stream. I should have mentioned the inflatable dinosaur on a stream other than the one where there is an inflatable dragon sitting 2 feet to my right. But, we'll just have, live and learn, okay? But anyways, yeah, it's a cool little thing. And if I ever do get this working, if I get some Loctite and stuff, I'll play with it some more. I was actually thinking about giving this to Reflex as a Christmas gift once I got it working. So if I get it working, I'll drop in some videos of this in post, after it, of it actually in my driveway doing stuff. So if I got it to work, you're probably seeing it right now. Maybe not still hearing me, but, who knows? So yeah, that's all I got for you. So thank you for tuning into this Gator Unbox, and I'll see you guys. Bye. So yeah, Buster Keaton rules. I did hear about the Jacquard weaving machines. We actually have some stuff like that. One of the vendors we do business with at work, they make like pillows and things like that have those patterns and things like that. It's actually really cool. It is like a really elaborate loom that you can kind of also, I guess, program, right? It's pretty cool. I'm just putting these things back in the bag so I don't lose them. Worst case scenario, I can just, my next video where you're gonna see this, this looks like about the size of a PlayStation memory card. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take the guts out of a Sony PS1. I'm gonna put it in this truck, and then the cartridge slot is gonna be where the memory card goes. Okay, that's gonna be my next. This is gonna be a hacking channel now. Okay, not computer hacking. It's gonna be like, fucking building dumb shit channel. Like that guy who made the hula hoop with all the knives on it. There we go. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna set these screws over over here. And I'm gonna. I'm just gonna kind of make this so it's a little bit tidy. So all I have to do is just pop the screws back in afterwards. All right. Benjamin's like, do you want to see that? Yeah, make a little PS1 truck. Guys, you ever heard of the Sony truck, the PlayStation truck? Okay, how about that? Well, we have time to do a Prizomatic, so we'll get into that real quick. Hey, Zahanda, welcome to the stream. Hey, it's your girl Kathy. Got that red copper pan. Got the red copper arrow. It is infused with copper and vibranium rings. Okay. All right. So this is Twitch content coming up right now. Well, it's everybody content, but only the people on Twitch can interact with it in the way that it was designed to. So what we got here, this is the Gatorbox Prizomatic, and it picks a random number between 1 and 24, and that corresponds to something on the prize boxes that are just up, camera right in the loot cam up there, that I just now realized has not been labeled a loot cam for the longest time. So there you go. Anyways, I'm gonna spin that. There's some trading cards in there, and we're gonna take a look at them and gab about and laugh, stuff like that. So let me get the prediction ready. You can wager whether it's gonna land on blue or green, a blue or green number, because it's has the alternating colors of the Gatorbox logo, of course, and then it's there's 24 different numbers, but only 2 colors. Okay, didn't have that many shades of paint. I know you tell me, Draco, you can mix paint. You can make a lot of shades. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Okay, you're ruining my jokes. So make a wager. If it lands on that color, you get a section of the other wager from the other side proportional to how much you put in the pot that did win. So it's you donate 1,000 into a 4,000 pot, you get 25%. You get that back and 25% of whatever the other team did. So, oh man, we got some big spenders tonight. We are in 5 figures. We got 5 figures on either side here. Big money, no whammies. Okay, someone's line's about to go up tonight. Holy shit! There's slightly more wagered on blue. I'm assuming that is what we call the Fandramon factor, because Fandramon is like fucking George Soros with her cola tabs, dumping all that shit, suspiciously wealthy cola tabs, putting it all on blue. Okay, every time. So anyways, here we go. Let me give it a long spin, okay? Extra long. Here we go. It's on 8, okay? It's on 8. It is. Why does it always do that? It's on blue. You can see it. It's just barely over to that side. So it did land on blue. Payday for blue. Look at I think I pointed this out the last time we spun this wheel, is I was like, look at how wide the pie slice is. Like this is easily like 1.5 inches of space right here on the farthest side. And every single fucking time we spin this wheel, the arrow always lands on the tiniest little like hairline gap where the colors separate. Sometimes it lands on the line. We've had that multiple times, more often than we should. Sometimes it does. I don't know how. I can't explain that, Tides go out, tides go in. You can't explain that. Was that fucking Bill O'Reilly quote? It's on blue number 8, so we gotta oil the arrow. I don't know, man. I don't know what makes it do that. I think it does it just to spite me. All right, blue wins. Blue gets a payday. Now we're getting 8. Oh, these are weird sized cards. I don't think we've opened these before. Oh, this will be fun. All right, guys. How many are we getting here? 3 from 1992. It's like a Marky Mark in the Funky Bunch. You gotta believe, 1990 motherfucking 2. Yeah. Don't know why I went to that when I heard 92. Anyways, gruesome greeting cards. 55 cents, 1992 money. That's adjusted for inflation, $48. 3 gross greeting cards. 1 scratch and stink card in every pack. I'm sure. So one of 2 things will have happened here. A, in the 35 years it's been ish since they made this, it will have lost all scent and it's just not going to smell like anything except old paper. Or alternatively, the complete opposite will have happened. And when I open this, I'm going to have to open the front door and the windows and, turn the fan on full blast because everything will have become saturated in I just like fucking putrid skunk sweat. I don't know. The little stamp up there is a skunk who smells so bad that he himself is wearing a gas mask. That's how you know it's good. There's only 3 in here. I guess the extra card, maybe that's the 4th one, maybe? Scratching the one. Here we go. Collect all 44 cards. Topps Company. This unironically looks like, who does this look like? He looks like, was that Red Herring from the Scooby-Doo cartoon, the kids one? I don't know. He looks like somebody. I've seen this motherfucker before. All right. Gotta help you if you ever find a still working Wild Thornberries sniff card. What, do they just make it smell like different kinds of animals' asses because Eliza can talk to animals and that's what dogs do to greet each other? Is that what they did? I don't even know. I don't want to know, actually. I don't want to know. I'd like to go the rest of my days without knowing what they did with the Wild Thornberries cards. Does it just smell like Nigel Thornberry? Smashing. It smells like my butt. That was Tim Curry, right? He voiced Nigel. All right, I'm gonna give it the sniff test here. It smells like an Office Depot, okay? Which means it just smells like old reams of paper. Is basically it. It smells. I mean, it honestly smells exactly like those cheap, printed on cardboard, like cardstock that like brown, not even like bleached white paper cardstock, but like the very very visible like recycled McDonald's napkins brown color that they just print shit on. It smells exactly like it smells like that, and then by proxy, it smells like the way the stick of gum when it comes with gum, which has also adopted that smell, and also that's what it tastes like too when you eat it, because that's all it is. It was a sniff card for the. Oh, I remember that. You got it at the McDonald's or Burger King or something, and then you took it to the movie, and when certain things happened in the movie, you could like scratch. There's like a banana on it. I think there was a skunk on it, right? I remember it now. There was like fruit and like the kid Donnie, whatever, he was on that. I don't know what he smelled like. Seems like a weird thing to do. All right. I don't know which one of these is. I was trying to see if any of them are very obviously. Uh, oh, they actually. Oh, okay. One. Okay. They cards. They open. They open like cards. See, I get it. I got confused because they're trading cards, right? That's a different kind of card than a greeting card. Anyways, here we go. You're more fun than a barrel of monkeys. And then this monkey is actually committing Sudoku right now, but it's a novelty gun, so he's fine. Uh, it is nothing on the Mac, so you want to write your sentiments there. And is there something on the front or in the inside? I mean, do they open? Are they? Uh-oh. Oh man, they're. Oh, this glue is definitely. this has. This has. Hang on. The glue. It's the same problem we had with those Nintendo scratch off cards, where like whatever they painted on it to make it stick has become the paper. See if we can just very carefully. The way to open Surströmming is to open it submerged in water. That might not be ideal for trading cards. Stromberg. All right. Keep that on. All right, here we go. Oh, barrel of monkeys filled with acid. Nice. Does it smell like melting monkeys if I... No, they all just smell like paper. They all smell like old paper. Wonderful. That's I'm melting. Oh, what a world. All right, next one. Here we got here. Thanks for that new sport coat you bought me, but I'm afraid you'll have to take it back. This is like the color, like this thing. The pattern on this is like in like Chowder in the cartoons when they just when they ink the animation cells, they make it like lime green, and then they chroma key it out with this as a background thing. So like when the character walks, rather than having to animate this pattern on their fucking clothes every frame, it's just a still pattern that moves like that doesn't move with them. You know what I mean? It does. This does look like if Ben Garrison tried to make a greeting card. It does. It actually does. I feel like trying to cut the glue doesn't really help on the previous one. I'm just trying to. You can. It does kind of mess it up. All right. It won't fit over my iron lung. Wow, dude. This is, and of course we got the big titty thick nurse over there that's got bird shit on her face because that's where the little glue dot was. This is his name is Jim. Jim's stock portfolio not doing so good. Okay, I know what that diagram is trying to represent. I was gonna see if maybe they just continue drawing it on the floor or something. I don't know. I know what that diagram is supposed to mean. It means line go down. It means he's not doing so well. He's got the beatus, okay? Got the Rona, got the beatus, got polio, all that shit. The whole hepatitis, every alphabet, including the Greek letters, all of them. Uh, but it's like it never in my life did people do that back in the day. Like, what is this? What are you measuring? What medical chart is that? I know what it represents. Is that just a thing that like they invented for like cartoons and stuff? To show like, oh, he's sick, right? Oh, boo, sad trombone sound. What are you measuring? White blood cell count, blood pressure. What do you? I don't. What is this measuring? Health is not a metric. It's not like a number. It's like, how are you feeling today? I'm feeling a little bit. I'm feeling 47 today, which is not good because yesterday I was feeling 51. The line number go down. I don't know. What are they measuring? I don't know. I don't think this is the. Oh no. Okay, look, this is the scratch one. See a little skunky boy there. Good. This was gonna be a disaster. I'm sorry, I forgot your birthday again. Fangerman, expect to see this card May 23rd. Okay. Oh, is this the? Hang on. Is this the patch? Is that? There's like a little stain right there. Is that? I don't. Maybe that's bled through from the inside. I don't actually know. Oh, this is. I don't know. I feel like maybe there's just more glue on this one. I don't know. It feels like it's actually really stuck together. I also. Oh, shit. What could this one possibly smell like? Dead animals? I also forgot to feed your cats. Happy birthday. Spoiler alert, they're all dead. This is yeah, you scratched the dead cat. So that piss stain actually seeped through to the front. That very vaguely smells of pickles. Oh, fuck. I should not have gone in as much as I did. I was expecting it to not smell like anything, and it definitely does smell like something. Holy shit! It smells like rancid vinegar. It's what that smells like. Is that what it's supposed to have smelled like the whole time? I don't like it. I mean, dead cats. It's probably not gonna smell like strawberries. It ain't gonna smell like birthday cake. Even though it's a birthday card, it's not gonna smell like cake because dead animals don't smell like cake. They shouldn't. Unless it's one of those videos where it's like, is this a dead cat? No, it's a cake. Oh shit, you had me fooled. Let's eat. Let me be a little more generous with that. It's not really on my finger. I was trying to see if like it's rubbed off on me, but it's that is what the fuck is that? it's just, it smells like cheap hot sauce, like, because that's vinegar based. It smells like cheap ass 62 cents still in this today's economy Louisiana hot sauce is what it smells like. It is not good, which I think is the point, but I don't know if it smelled any better like 37, 36 years ago when they did this. Onions, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it's trying to be. It registers as vinegar to me. It's very, it's, it smells like a pussy, all right. One that's been douched a little too hard, okay? I think they got the message on the card incorrect. Something got lost in translation there, okay? Yeah, no, this is gross. It doesn't smell good. It smells actually nasty. And I think that's the point, but I think it's probably gotten worse in the 4 decades it's been. Yeah, vinegar is the main ingredient in Tabasco sauce. Yeah, I don't really like Tabasco sauce for that reason because it's too. Even then, it's still too overpowering. And there's more pepper mash in Tabasco sauce and a different level of it than there is in Louisiana sauce. I still don't like it. So we only got 3. I thought it's just 3, and then one of them is a scratch and sniff. I wasn't sure if that meant 3 and then a 4th one that's a scratch and sniff card as a bonus. You know, because like you'd open up trading cards and it's like 8 cards and it says there's also a sticker in there, but that's actually the 9th thing in the package because it doesn't count as one of the 8 cards. I wasn't sure if they were doing something like that. So, anyways, I do like these. I don't remember where I got this. I think this is probably one of those things that I'm pretty sure I got from I got from one of those like comic book stores. Somebody at like a convention that had a bunch of new old stock, and I walked up with a stack of one of these and one of like 2 dozen other things. And I said, "I'll give you $10." You know, like I always tell you guys that. This seems like something I would have gotten from that because I don't think I have any more of these in here. I don't like. Yeah, I don't. I mean, unless they're just buried underneath some of this stuff, but because this has a very uh easy to spot shaped package. I don't have anything else like this in the drawer. So, let's pick one. Let's start with the easiest to eliminate first. The monkey one, funny. You're more fun than a barrel of monkeys filled with acid. That's not really barrel of acid. It's not even the right kind of barrel. Usually these are, the big metallic like 50-gallon ones, the ones that they the ones from Love Canal, okay, which was still slightly running out of relevancy when these cards were printed, but also Love Canal, not a euphemism for vagina. It's actually the name of the place, the name of the town. Look it up. Safe search on, just in case. So these last 2 ones, I like Ben Garrison Stogie Man. Okay, I like this one. It's, but this, my problem with this has a funny punchline. Yeah, then a sport coat, thanks. Ha ha ha. It won't fit my iron lung. I get it. It's a funny punchline. This is that meme of like left wing memes versus right wing memes, and then left wing is just like a picture of a paragraph in like 0.5% size font that fills up the whole screen and just looks like JPEG compression. And then the right side says something that I can't actually say on Twitch, and then it says LMAO bottom text or whatever. That's what this is. This is the left meme, okay? Too many words, too much, too many things going on here. You can't look at it at a glance. It's too hard it's too much. This one, also, nobody buys a greeting card to say, thanks for the sport coat, I can't wear it. This one, the birthday card, the stinky one. This one, I'm sorry I forgot your birthday again. This is completely plausible as like a card, right? Because it's like, oh shit, I forgot to get a card for, my girlfriend or whatever, right? I'll go get a funny card saying, oh, I forgot your birthday, I'm sorry, haha. This one is the easiest suspension of disbelief, okay? It's a birthday card. And I forgot your birthday, and I just forgot to feed all your cats. All your cats are dead. It's a very hard turn punchline, It's like, happy birthday, by the way, your cats are dead. But it's funny, and it commits it commits to the setup. Okay, I forgot your birthday. Oh, it's a birthday card. The first thing you see, of course, is happy birthday. Oh, it's a birthday card. And all the cats are dead. Okay, now you get it. This one works when you break the joke down like I did. You know, and that's my I'm Professor Joke. Okay, I've been doing this shit for 30 years. This one has a setup, it has a punchline, and the method in which it is delivered to you, the way it's eye-catching, the design, the layout, it all works. Out of all 3 cards we got, this is objectively, I think, the one that does the best job at being funny, and that's why I'm sorry I forgot your birthday again is the one I'm gonna pick as my favorite. Is this the same size as like a normal tray? I feel like it is. It's just standing up the other way, right? Here, what is this one? This is Moondance from Hyborian Gates. Yeah, it's the same size as the trading card. Okay, it's just because the way it's packaged. This is a very interesting package design because most trading card packs are. Well, I'll show you. I'll go grab. Here, what's this one? Oh, race cards. It was not intentional. Left wing, right wing memes. Am I right? So okay. The same size card fits in both of these packs, but this one's also split open somehow. The bottom is, oh, well, shit. Anyway, okay, but you can see how this one's like vertically oriented, and the frill, where it's cut right now, where the packaging is cut on the top, long ways. This one, it's packaged this way, but it's packaged sideways, so you get the crimped parts are on this side. And it makes it's a very simple thing, but it just makes the entire packaging look differently because it's presented and it looks almost square because it adds to the horizontal the crimps make it look square almost. I don't know. I just think it's a really interesting package design. Out of all the trading cards we've opened, it always impresses me when we get one that's like the packaging is different and not in a way that pisses me off. So whatever. Anyways, that's it for gruesome greeting cards. I kind of like these. I kind of want to see if I can find more. I'm not so enthusiastic about the skunks, but I do like these. I'll see if I can find more of them. This might be one of those things, though, that it's always a kind of a crapshoot. It's just based on right place at the right time. If I would have known, you know, I only buy 1 pack at a time in bulk from people, so I never know to get multiples, because what if I buy 10 of these and I don't like them? Now I've spent $10 on something and I don't, I'm not going to open the other 9. So I just got to find more. Anyways, that's gruesome greeting cards from Topps. Kind of a, golden age of trading cards. Just kind of seeing what all kinds of crazy stuff they could do for 55 cents. 55 cents too. It's weird, Just make it 50. You really hurting for that 5? You got to do it. You got to do 10% more on top of that. You got to make 55. Whatever, dude. Stick to basketball. Draco, that's upper deck. Shut up. All right. Let's put that down. So, we're going to be right back real quick, and I'm going to move the camera, and I'm going to get the delay set up because we're going to be using the capturing device tonight. When we come back from break, tonight's game, we're kind of following up on a tradition we started last year. We're going to be starting the first half of second playthrough, this is the second time we're doing it, of World of Horror for the Nintendo Switch. This is actually also out for PC. It's on Steam. I think it might be on sale right now, maybe, because there is an autumn sale happening, and I don't know if this is one of the games on it. This is a point-and-click adventure game. It's a horror game based on the stories of H.P. Lovecraft, but also with kind of an art style that is very of the era of early Japanese adventure games, and it kind of evokes kind of a Junji Ito kind of style as well. It's kind of like it is Lovecraftian stories in the style and presentation of Ito mangas. So it's I don't know, man. If you're into weird ass creepy body horror shit and that type of gross stuff, then this is obviously where you want to be. A scene on the back, yeah, there's some screenshots of very terrifying things on the back. So we'll see all of this and more, and I might actually get scared during tonight's stream. We'll see. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with World of Horror, I mean. We'll be right back. Gucci? We Gucci. All right. Welcome back, guys. Yeah, Buster Keaton Rules is right. I'll give it a proper intro now that we're on the thing. Welcome back to Gatorbox, everybody. Happy October. Host Draco. You know it's October. Look at that. I should have played the Polaris song, Waiting for October. Do that next week. I had to play some Jan Hammer and some Nights into Dreams remix. Okay, I went through. I downloaded some more songs for the Friday playlist because we only play like 2 to 4 songs every week. But when we use the same songs for a decade, you can start to hear some repeats. So I'm trying to find some more that I haven't really played yet. So doing that. Anyways, welcome back to the stream. It is, of course, October. Hope everyone's doing well. Spooky month. I know the dance. I've seen the cartoon. I'm hip. So, we do actually, October is like the one month out of the year where a lot of what we do on on our Friday streams is kind of like already like predetermined. It's already a thing that's like set in stone. And that's because at the end of the month, the last feature in October is always one half of the next Haunted PS1 Madvent calendar that we're doing. This year it's going to be the second half of the second Madvent calendar for, I think it's 2021's calendar. So it's going to be games 13 to 24, I think is going to be that feature. And last year we actually did tonight's game on a whim. I got it. I got this. I think I got this on sale somewhere, or maybe I bought. I'm trying to remember how I bought this game. Actually, it'd be fun. It'd be creepier if I told you guys. I don't know how I got this game. I just showed up one day, a little creepypasta, and I played it, and it had hyper realistic blood. Okay, tonight's game is World of Horror by a developer that how do you pronounce it? Pawnstars? Not Pawn Stars, Pawnstars. It's not. Oh, hey, from Boston. Want to get a drink of water? Want to kick back, watch some Pawnstars? I don't fucking know. Shut up. Anyways, this is a point-and-click adventure game. It's a horror game, and it is presented. If you missed it last year, the way this game is it's stories that feature kind of the worlds and monsters and themes and curses of Lovecraft, but it's done in an art style that's more reminiscent of Junji Ito, the horror manga artist, and it's also, the game is presented in a point-and-click style of like early Japanese computer games. It's black and white. The graphics, I shit you not, were entirely done in MS Paint. And this ain't like Cat Planet graphics, which is also MS Paint. This is the same program, and we're gonna pop this bad boy, and you're gonna be like, no, it wasn't, Draco. And say, yeah, it kind of was. There is a whole little, it's a very small niche of Japanese artists, and they are very good at Windows Paint, like Microsoft Paint. The old kind, not the one where it's on like Windows 10 and shit, where you draw and it tries to smooth it out, it tries to anti-alias the stuff and blend. No, all aliasing. Okay, it just looks like shit. Looks like a GeoCities website, circa 1997. Hard lines everywhere. But they're so good at their craft that they like these screenshots on the back. It's literally black and white. There's no gray. They don't use gray. They give the implication of gray by very finely putting the black dots closer to the white, closer than they are to the white ones. So you get those shades, you get that dithering effect. It's a nice, it's really, really well done. Like, this game is as beautiful as it is terrifying. We played this last year. I got it on a whim, and I was like, oh, we'll try it out. It's a spooky game. Horror, right there in the title says, right there on the box, okay? We'll play it in October, and we did. And the game, I didn't know how long it would take to beat it. So we played it, and it turns out we had to break it up into 2 streams. So next week's feature is also so we're going to do the first half of another playthrough today. And the way this works is you just kind of pick a scenario, and based on what you explore and who you interact with early on in the story, that's kind of the track it kind of locks you into, and it kind of puts you on that path. There is some randomization to it. It's not like a roguelike is not really the thing. It's more like every time you start a new game, you'll get a couple modifiers, and that changes either your character's abilities or what they're weak against, or how their mental fortitude, if they get scared, and how they react. It's a certain, all these different things that can affect how your character behaves throughout the story. So you have to kind of like understand that and plan accordingly, and know how the choices you make might play into other things. And you don't want to, choose your own adventure. You don't want to wind up in the room with the skeletons like in Goosebumps, okay? You die when you die, okay? So we're gonna start a playthrough. This is on Nintendo Switch, of course, but it's also on PC. I think it's on some of the other consoles as well, but I got the Switch version because this is one of the ones from Fangamer. And Fangamer, they, shout outs to them. I God love them. It comes with a little manual for the game. It came with a coupon for you want to get 15% off World of Horror. Expires Halloween 2024. Oh, scary. Expired coupon. But it came with all these little art cards, and it's kind of like these are creatures and monsters and scenes and stuff like from the game. It is, you know, this guy's got the worst case of pink eye I've ever seen, But these are panels and stills from the game, like actually the art from the game. This is this is this is Katakarasu, the spider god. Those people are not having a good time. Even if you have a spider fetish, that doesn't look like a good time. So we're gonna start a playthrough. We'll get about halfway done with it tonight, and then we'll pick it up next week. So we'll just see how it goes. I remember there's like a lighthouse, and you gotta, like, depending on what you do in the game, you get keys to go to the lighthouse. I don't remember what's in the lighthouse. I just remember, like, when you start the game, there's this miasma that kind of overtakes your quiet little Japanese village, and everybody starts acting weird. And then the spider demon shows up. I don't know. All right, let me get this turned on. There we go. Now, one thing I did notice that I am going to have to do real quick. Give me a second. Don't set off any alerts for a second. Don't do it. Don't do it. I gotta move my audio settings. You're not gonna have a good time if you do that. Okay, I'm doing this in the wrong order. Okay, small TV. Okay, small. Audio. Small TV. Okay. It should have worked. My microphone's still okay, good. So that's working. Let me see something. Here. I will do one. Did that. Here.
It's free real estate.
Okay, that works. Good. I just had to make sure every time I change this stuff up, I have to uh change my audio output device. Okay. Go. Roll the horror. Still haven't touched it since the last time I used it. All right. Just I don't care. Gotta wait. It's a computer. Okay. I don't believe it's making any sound yet. These are just the, let me see, is it cut off a little bit? Let me see. It's cut off behind the, what am I doing here? Yeah, it was. It was also cut off on the right as well. That was probably from when we were using it for Pokemon Project Studio, I think. No. Maybe? I don't know. Okay. Is it making hang on. Okay, what is going on here? I wasn't sure if the developer logos have let me see something. I got to move it off the layout cuz it's what? Am I getting sound? Do this right? Hang on. Let me figure this out. It's not picking up sound for some reason. Okay, now it is. Make sure. Okay. Don't know what that was. That was weird. Oh, shit. No, no, no. Oh, fuck. I did this wrong. Hang on. I just pissed off OBS. Damn it. Please don't fuck up. Okay, I think it's working. Yes, I see the sound. Okay. Sorry, if I try to have two programs using the capture device at the same time, nobody gets happy, okay? Computer gets big mad. Okay? Here we go. All right. Now let's do it. So we're going to go with options here. I don't think we unlocked anything here. This is like extra math. I think I'm good. I don't think I want extra math, okay? Wait, am I desynced now? Hang on. I should be. No, I should be synced up. Okay, okay, good. But when we do this, I do have to set a sync. All right. Let's just go to new story. Would you like to customize your next playthrough's look? There are many. Nah, let's keep it the way we got 2-bit. And we got what's that called? CGA? CGA cool? EGA cool? Let's go with 1-bit. I like this one. Alright. If it's your first time playing, it's recommended you start with the spine-chilling story of School Scissors. We did that last time. So, let's, did we do that one? Did we do school scissors? I think we did school scissors, right? We did that one. Let's do extracurricular activity. We'll do this one. Right, here we go. City of Shiokawa, 1980X. Something strange is happening in a town. Robed figures can be seen gathering in the woods at night. People are going missing. Disgusting creatures are terrorizing the seaside. The rapid technological progress of the modern era brings comfort, but also unknown threats. Hey, dude, nice titty mag, big brick, wireless phone, not cellular, wireless phone, cordless, and Satan on the computer. Old gods, malicious, eldritch beings who ruled the earth eons ago are awakening as reality starts to come. Armed with clues, spells, and gas, in your dwindling sanity, you'll investigate mysteries across the city and in realms beyond. Right. So we are in. Do I get to pick one here, or is this just where it started us? It's a very vague way of looking thing. The supposed cause of destruction of the Library of Alexandria, a perfect black marble statue, has been recently rediscovered and is currently awaiting in the Museum of 000 for its long-awaited premiere. Alright. Old gods rule. Both you and the enemies deal extra damage. Good. Backstory, World of Horror. So that's the randomizer we got, is that everybody does damage. Lots a lot of damage. Alright, so if we go here to the lighthouse, see, we hit this, yeah, see, we gotta have these keys. So, one of these, do I have a key? No. What is it? Already. I think what it was, I think we got to open one of these last time we played it, I think is what it was. Okay. So the lighthouse is end of game stuff. Alright. Let's go home. I don't want to see what's in number 25. Back in your home, think of your next move. You're not currently investigating any weird mystery. Recent newspaper clippings, notes. Alright. Let's go check out, change clothes, take a bath, watch TV, peephole, town screen. Let's see. Start a new mystery. Alright. So we did one of these, right? Did we do? Yeah, we did Vicious Verses of a Violent Vigil. I think we did that one last. The Tragic Tale of the Thaumaturgy Teacher. I think one of these was the tutorial I think we did too, right? So we haven't done, alright, the Macabre Memoir of Morbid Mermaids. And the Chilling Chronicle of a Crimson Cape. Where's the fifth one? Let's, oh, we can re-roll the mysteries too, I guess. Mermaids and capes, you guys. I re-roll it past time. What happens if I do it? What do we got here? Eerie episode of Evolving Eels. This one, you had me at tentacles, okay? Freaky feature of found footage. We've also done that one though, I guess. I don't know. It's. There's the mermaid one again. And Crimson Cape. Okay, Dr. Surgeon Guy, they said, I'm at odds. Dr. Surgeon Guy says, I love capes. Bangermon says, eel hype. Let's, now's a good time. Let's do a little bit of mysticism of our own, okay? He's not an eldritch abomination. But he's something. Okay, is this the Pepsi Wizard? Heads, eels. Tails, capes, okay? Tails, capes. Sorry, Fangermon. Chilling Chronicle of a Crimson Cape. I submit for the review of the Midnight Society. A new game is spreading among your friends. A dare to stay in the unused school restroom after classes. A dare to meet Akamanto. Oh, okay. What was originally harmless fun has turned deadly. The body of a boy was found last week. I mean, what happened? Like, what did he eat? Did he get the meatloaf from the cafeteria? You know, it's... The school principal has banned the game, but that's only made it more popular. Akamanto must be stopped before another kid is killed. Alright. One of your friends says he doesn't believe in curses. He intends to complete the dangerous dare. Alright, let's see. Can't investigate your home. Let's see. So we should go here. Let's go to the school. Go. Okay. Investigate the school. I remember this person. A tall woman with an unsettling face and twitching lips stops you. I'll be your new biology teacher. Could you help me move some stuff to my new office? No. She's... Oh, shit. Okay, well... When you put it that way. The creepy substitute teacher hands you some old books to carry. Among the mundane titles, you find one titled The Extinction of Mankind. You shudder, feeling the teacher's gaze on your back. Alright. Yeah. Got some more Doom. The Doom makes the ending of the game happen. Let's see. Let's get to the hot goss on the playground, okay? Share a creepy story, -5 experience. Observe. Forced to help you. Hey, you're coming with me. Let's observe this person who's standing and holding her arm. Taru is taking their pen apart and putting it back together over and over. They seem relaxed. Okay. What about you? Hikaru waves at you. They look fine. Kohaku is taking their pen apart. So, alright. There's something off about that. Alright, so the guy, when the guy takes apart the pen, weird. When the women does it, fine. Feminism. When you do it, it's fine. Oh, when I do it, oh, okay. Okay, maybe it's not a feminism thing because this guy is also fucking with his pen, and he's fine. So, it's either we talk to the one person not twirling their pen around, or we talk to the person who's doing it suspiciously. It's been so hard to get any sleep lately. That's all he has to say. I have 5 experience, right? 5. Where does it say my experience? I have 7 experience. It's over there on the right. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I told him a story. It's just a story, right? Oh, I don't know, is it? They are trembling with fear. Waiting for the... Ah. Clouds look like heads? Alright, well... Did you hear? There's a cliff nearby with strangely shaped holes. Don't go in them. Don't go in there. That... I know, you're gonna look at that. You're gonna look at that cutout, and you're gonna say, gee, that's exactly the shape of me. That hole that was made for me. Don't do it. Don't go there. I implore you to reconsider. Got it? These people aren't helping. Many of the books you find here were... We got study old tomes. Okay. New spell. What do we got? Interpreting the old... Translations is a tedious task. Japanese to English. I get it. Turn the book. So what did I get? What did I get? I got a... Turn the books. That's the library. Where's the spell I learned? Stat spells. I thought I learned one. And now I do. Abolish. lowers... Okay. So as the Doom approaches 100%, stuff starts to happen in the game. Let me roll the dice one more time. We'll do one more spell. Okay, Void. Ignore the current event and instantly investigate a random otherworld location. Okay, that might actually help if we run into somebody. That'll get us out of a pinch. Okay. We could also make notes, too. Forgot about that. That's fine. We'll leave. How do I leave? Push the button to leave. Am I just missing it? Where's the button to step out? I feel okay. How do I leave though? I want to do other stuff. Can I not get out of here until I? Okay. So you do that and then exit the library. Okay, that's you can only do it from. So you have to take an action there. Okay. You've reported to your principal. So your friend's safe now. You should look for the legend. Okay. So let's go travel to downtown. Alright. Let's go and investigate. Take a look downtown. Seeing the two chopped off heads, you can't help but wonder who's been preparing your food for the past week. You can just do nothing, or you just call the police. I feel like they're probably busy with other stuff, but... What are the occult notes here? Didn't have... Reading the ramblings of a madman. It made me sick. I lost some reason here. So, on the right, next to my icon down there, I got stamina, I got reason. Those are two different kinds of hit points, essentially. If you lose all your stamina, that's your physical health. Your reason is your psychological health. If you lose your reason, you go crazy, and, that's what happens, so... Gotta manage both of them. Alright. You catch a glimpse of an art class. One disturbing painting draws your attention. Take a look at that paint. You gasp in pure horror. The twisted faces, the impossible angles, and enormous monoliths make you sick. That was Chris Chain's giant penis comic, wasn't it? Okay. Shouldn't have looked. Gather gossip about the current mystery. So we should probably... One of the articles mentions a young doctor who performed life-saving surgery on a victim of a brutal assault. So, we go here. So I don't want to heal my injuries. I just want to talk to people. I don't know. Hey, dude. You're stopped by a masked man wearing a lab coat. He introduces himself as a researcher from Tokyo University. The esteemed Tokyo University. Testing a new treatment method that promises to revolutionize modern medicine. Holding out a pile of documents, he tells you he can heal your wounds for free. No thank you, Pfizer. You learn that the doctor suddenly left the hospital after taking the latest murder. But the doctor's gone. I'm already here. Let's go look in the sick room. Don't go in there. It's probably not a good idea. You find yourself in an old, unused part of the hospital. You take a deep breath. The disgusting smell of thawed remains still lingers in the room. It used to be the hospital's mortuary. The doctors determined the cause of death. Well, there's very obviously there's a body there on the dissection table. Probably shouldn't do that. Freezer. I mean, there's not gonna be popsicles in there. I want a cabinet. You can find some items, right? Something flashes in the corner of a dusty drawer. Too late, you realize it's a rusty scalpel blade, and you cut yourself on the. Dude, come on, man. Just take it. Now oh, okay. Now it's like the X-Acto blade. Didn't have a cap on it. You are stopped by two nurses, ready to apologize and explain yourself. You notice their weird smiles, dead stares, sharp knives, and we're gonna fight them, aren't we? Uh-oh. I do not have anything, I mean, there's like an improvised weapon, right? I can get improvised. There is an improvised weapon, right? I can get this. Yes, look for an improvised weapon. Okay, run away. Can I, Oh, these are things you can do with certain rituals. You can do ritual stuff. All right, there's how do I cast a spell? There's a way to do this. Cost for reason. Will it let me cast it from a fight? Maybe not. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, let's look for an improvised weapon. We'll assess the situation, and then we will... I can't brace for impact. I can't do that. Tell them they have some forms to fill out. Yes. Hey, you mind doing this? I mean, I don't know if I'll have an attack, right? So I don't have a. It takes 49 guys, 49.5 to attack. Okay. Well, we're gonna kick, I guess. Did I get anything? What did it say? You kick? You found the new item. Broken bottle. Okay. So we're going to equip a weapon. Attack. No. How do you... Am I doing this? There is a... Oh, I can equip it from here? Is that why I do it? Okay. There. Fine. Alright. So, 64% to hit? How do I... We're We're gonna go with... We're gonna go with that. We're gonna prepare an attack. We're gonna prepare an attack. And that's all I can really do. Alright. They're kicking my ass, dude. I can't. They're... I mean, we got 5 and 9% health. I need to get the hell out of here. I'm losing this fight. I need the bolt. Okay. Well, I should probably heal my injuries, right? Additional on injury cards. Is that on he doesn't just heal me, right? I can't good. Alright, what's the skull do? You feel the skull is observing your every move. Oh. Well, don't look at it. Painkiller. Is that 2 stamina? Addictive. Okay, well we'll take 1, okay? Just take 1. See? We're good. Yeah, come on, man. Give me that oxy, dude. So I guess he only heals you if you have like actual like injuries, I guess, which I don't. I just need to heal my health. Okay. So corridor A. What do we got here? Enter the morgue? Elevator? What are you doing here? I don't actually know. I'm just... I'm just kind of looking around. Check out the patient room? I shouldn't bother the... I mean, this is an emergency. To the morgue. Morgue's door is closed. Do I go to the reception area? We'll just... You can exit, right? There's got to be a way just to leave. I feel like I'm doing this wrong. Because I didn't, like... You go in the doctor's office, it doesn't let you, like, leave the doctor's office? You can go in there, but... I'm trying to figure out how I... There's gotta be a way to just, like, to exit. It can't just be circumstantial and like going in a certain place and that's how you... Is it? Like... No, see, every time I go in here, it keeps bringing up Doom. Like, and I exit and it... Okay, now that is how you do it. Shit. Okay, well... Fine. Let's get some gossip. You're relaxed? What's the gossip? Been hard to get any sleep? He hasn't been the same since he came back. Who came back? He's staring at the clouds. They look like heads. You're relaxed. Why? That's not... What? When Akamanto asks which paper do you want, you must refuse everything. Okay, that's a good call. Everybody seems relaxed. You heard some versions of the legend. Everyone agrees you can't take anything the man offers you, though. Okay. Let's investigate the school. With the trail growing cold, it might be time for a different approach. Could a similar case have occurred in the past? Trip to the library might be a good idea. Yeah, newspaper. What did I do? It was a complete waste of... Well, come on, man! You spent the whole day reading about cute dogs and giant vegetables. You find nothing related to the case at hand. Well, what the fuck? The school is closed down for investigation. Okay, well, let's investigate. There's no one's... You find an old trophy case set in a seemingly abandoned corridor. Everything inside is covered in a thick layer of dust. One medal seems particularly valuable. Okay, well, let's not break it. Can we just, like, look at it? It seems the person with the current case was a prize-winning swimmer. Let's keep doing some digging here. A sudden blast of heat grabs your attention. An older man standing next to you screams in pain as he's engulfed in fire from seemingly nowhere. As other people start to panic and help the burn victim, you spot a hooded woman standing in the distance. When she sees you, she starts to run. You can't shake off the feeling that you were the target of this supernatural attack. Okay, let's go after her. The hooded woman disappears behind a corner, and when you get there, she's gone, mixed in with the crowd. They failed to stop you today, but you sure will try. Okay. Alright, well, they want us to go downtown. What do we got here? Manage the threat level. That's like this on the side here, downtown's threat level. Is that just... Yeah, it's all... Oh, there's a slightly elevated threat level in forest. Does that mean if I go there, there's... Let's go downtown. Suddenly, an empty bottle smashes on the wall behind you. You cover yourself from the glass fragments and notice a masked assailant holding a baseball bat. Are you kidding me? 20 hit points? I'm gonna fucking die! Okay. Let's see. We got a strong attack. Okay? Here. We're gonna prepare. 36. 89. We're gonna hit that. We're gonna strong attack. And then we're gonna strong attack. No, we're not gonna strong attack again. We're gonna regular attack. Did he hit me? Oh, he's weak against the slashing thing. And he kicked me. I don't think that did any damage to me. Okay, good. Got a good feeling about this. Okay, we're going to go boom. We're going to strong attack. We're going to weak attack. 8 damage. 3 damage. Okay, I took 2 damage, though. I saw that. All right. So, I think we got him this time. Boom. Wait, what's that? Okay, pick it up. Prescription! Nice! Get some more painkillers. Doc, hook me up, okay? This note says you need to give me all the fentanyl you got, okay? There's where's the pack? Check the items. Prescription. There we go. Where could you fill a prescription like this? It's for an expensive pharmacy drug. Okay, well that's probably... You're not gonna take it. You're not gonna take it till you're gonna get that medicinal lead. And what seems to be the problem? AIDS. What? I got AIDS, Doc. You help me out? Oh, I see what you're doing. Right. So if you come into my office saying you have AIDS, well, that's something that you would have to run blood tests for. You'd have to do all the charts and stuff like that. So, is there anything else that might be bothering you, sir? Lupus! I got it real bad, Doc. I got lupus. Okay. I understand what you're trying to do, okay? But, again, that's something we're going to have to test for, okay? So, is there anything else that may bother you? You know, maybe like back pain, maybe? Knee pain, joint pain, something that's a little more nebulous? Got hepatitis, Doc. Does your face hurt, sir? Yeah, it does. Here's a prescription for weed. Take care. A little bit of Key and Peele for you, okay? Alright, you can probably... You're not gonna fill it at the hospital. That's where you get it, so it's downtown. Can we... Here? Ah, you need to get a Yakuza card. I see. I don't think I have any funds, do I? Do I have any funds? What's this dog doing? If I had any money, where would it be?
That's a lot of damage.
Alright, I think a 0 is how much money I have. But I don't have, like... I was thinking maybe I could... Where did I buy that from? Where did I have money? I bought a compass. Where did it say I had... Oh, 4 funds down there. It's on the bottom right by my picture. Alright. So, let's equip the compass. Help us get some more experience points. Alright. You break the window and get inside the school unnoticed. Good. Alright. The cursed toilet is located on the 3rd floor. Okay. Let's go school yard. How do I... How do I get in the school? We gotta get in there, right? We gotta go... I mean, you don't go in the library, right? There's going there. Can I navigate through this? Oh, good. That doesn't sound good. Hey, Two Old Pirates! Oh, that's Otto. He comes out in October for Spooky Month. Only in October, though. I don't know where he goes the other 11 months out of the year, but he takes the other person's place. You carefully enter the biology classroom, and the room seems empty at first until you switch the lights on. You gasp in horror. Lying in a pool of blood is one of the teachers, with a fruit knife in their hand. There's a jar of formaldehyde on the nearest table. Mesmerized by the spiral pattern of the sea creature's skin, you step over the dead body and come closer. And then the voices start. Yeah, see, don't look at the Uzumaki thing, okay? Don't do that. Am I fighting the Forgotten Specimen? Okay. It damages via reason, so I stand to do better against it. Okay, I mean, that's not... Here. Prepare the attack. Heavy attack. Light attack. Easy. I'm forced to attack myself. And I missed the attack, though, so I... Okay. So that's what he does. So don't do that. What even is that? I don't even know what we're looking at here. Right? Got him. Nice. All right, what do we get? Lump of flesh. You broke the jar, and you picked up what was in it. You looked at it, and it started talking to you in your mind, and you decided to pick up what was in the thing anyways. I'm just saying, you get whatever comes to you, okay? That's, you know, you deserve it. What does that do? What is this? I'm not gonna eat it. I'm not gonna... even though that restores 2.5 times as much health as the painkillers, I'm not gonna eat that because I guarantee if I do, something bad will happen. Take a closer look. It's slimy and smelly. It's pulsating. It's literally a tumor that has been excised. I'm not gonna eat that.
It sold for $1 though. Here we go. Investigate the cursed toilet. Really? Does he have to come at you in the shitter? Right, you wait in the stall, trying to be as quiet as possible. Suddenly, squish, squeak. You hear the sound of rubber boots as an unknown liquid drips on the tiles. You can see the top of his head. He's taller than any man you've ever seen. The door slowly opens. It slowly opens. And a man in a pink spandex jumpsuit pops his head out and he says, "Hey, boss."
Oh no. A masked man dressed in a red coat, clearly too tall for the ceiling, emerges from the outside. "Tell me," his voice sounds like a faulty radio. "Would you like red paper or blue paper? We know this."
Think you can get it inside mine?
None. No, thank you. The tall man in the red coat slowly takes their mask off as stall walls wither and rot. In reality, starts to crumble. I told him I didn't want anything. This is what happens when you answer the door and there's a Jehovah's Witness there, okay? Oh, Jesus Christ. You should put the mask back on. Is he like the comedy and tragedy masks? He just... Okay. This is Akamanto's true form. I am so fucked. I'm not gonna survive this. There's no way. There's no fucking way. Okay, so this... Oh, shit. That's, see, so 50% chance to hit. So if I do this, that's 10 for 10%, and if I do this, that's 36 for 50%. So ideally, if I was smart, I would probably, you know, I'd use that because I save 14%. You know what I mean? Save 14 things. Oh, fuck. I can't run. I know I can't run from the encounter. What does meditate do? See, that spends reason for stamina. That's not gonna help me. It's gonna do 5 damage at a time. Shit. Alright, okay, so the strong attack does 5 points of damage, the weak attack does 4. So, the difference, so statistically, if I should probably, and the kick does 3, so, okay. We're gonna hit 2 of these. Now, I'm gonna prepare to dodge, right? I'm gonna dodge. Okay, that's all I can do. Right? That should work. Oh, he still got me. I didn't even hit him. I didn't hit him? Okay, let's, we'll try 2 of those again. We'll dodge. No, I'm not hitting him. He is... Okay, so he's... I missed... I have a 50% chance to... If I do this, and then this, and then dodge, and I have just enough to assess the situation. Where's that one? That one. Okay. He stabbed me. Alright, okay, so what did I see here? The Ageless Horror, awakening once again to say its hunger, is weak against magic. Okay. So if I... cast a spell. That's gonna cost me 3 stamina though. Shit. He only does 2 damage to everything though. Every time he attacks, it does 2 damage. So If I... okay, hang on. If I meditate, I will balance out reason and stamina with meditation. So I will do that. Yeah, see, the ritual stuff, that's for something else. I didn't know any of that. I'm thinking. I'm processing in my head. Okay. Spooky Mask Man. You know, he's... It's like the inverse of the John Cena meme. Are you sure about that? I could put it... I'm going to do that right now. When I just said that, when I edit this, his face is going to appear right there in the section where there's no face. And it's going to be funny. I can't dodge with that much. Yeah, see, I don't have enough to dodge. Okay. Okay, how do I remove? So hitting him with the bladed thing is not going to make any bit of difference. It doesn't matter. I have an 80% chance to hit for 3 and a 50% chance to hit for 4. So the difference in 30 full percents, you got a 33 1/3% chance at best of beating me, okay? I'm just going to go for this, and I'm going to hopefully be able to, like, get in 3 hits, you know what I mean? And then... I hope I'm making sense. You know, I don't know. Oh, I died. I'm dead. He just... What did he do? He only does 2 points of damage, right? Oh, okay. Your playthrough lasted 41 minutes. Chosen timeline, A. Well, thanks for the Fs. I died. I tried, and I died. Well, that's different than last time we did it. We actually had to break the playthrough up across 2 things, because we actually managed to get to the end. Yes, John Cena's the you can't see me guy. I still think that's a funny meme. Alright. We'll try again. Let's do extracurricular activity again. Well, let's go with this. Alright? Take it from the top, okay? So this is the connecting tissue of everything, the hooded figures, the eldritch, you know, the old gods. And then freaky shit, you know, starts happening. The initial decar, that wasn't there before. All right, old gods rule. Okay, so we're still doing that. What do we got here? Bizarre Brute of the Blood-Curdling Botanist. We got that one. We did an ending there. Spine-chilling story of school scissors. We've gotten 2 endings there. Curious case of a contagious coma. Alright, and the eerie episode of the Evolving Eels. I tell you what, since we botched the cape one last time, and this was the other option, let's do eels. Eerie episode of Evolving Eels. While returning to your home, someone suddenly bumps into you. Did you know? You turn around. It's your friend living in the same apartment complex, Kana. That weird dude is back. You know, the one who studies fish. You shrug, opening the door. Kana follows and immediately enters the kitchen. A while later, he returns with 2 cans of soda. Aren't you curious what weird fish did he bring this time? No, Kana, I don't actually care. Alright, can't investigate my own home. Alright, I saw the creepy neighbor carrying some jars inside his apartment. I wonder what weird fish did he find this time. Will you check it out? He will surely recognize me if I do it myself. Please? Okay, investigate the seaside location twice to complete this quest. Okay, so seaside. seaside. So we'll do that. Ichthyology. We're gonna investigate. Oh, hardware store. All right. The Greek Museum started hanging up posters promoting the Greek art exhibition, unaware of the danger. The opening night may prove to be the last night for all of us. Itodu is coming, and now you know the date. All right. What did he do? The military exercise makes you feel safer, but are guns enough to stop the unspeakable horrors lurking out there? We got Doom, we got a little bit of reason. Alright, you may be going crazy, but you swear something is watching you from the sea. And we immediately lost 1 point of reason. Right, so we did ichthyology, we investigated that to complete that quest, and it completely screwed us up. So, let's see if we can go straight to the hardware store, see if they got like a, you know, it's a hammer. Crowbar, that's what I'm talking. What is this guy, dude? What is this? Who is this man? What is he? Hey man, you want the fucking, like, buy, some tools? Man, we got, fucking hammer, crowbar, shovel, fucking acid. That's all we got. I don't know, I feel like even in this context, we're in Japan, it would still be like a weirdly Hispanic guy. Hammer? Okay, small chance of recovering lost stamina. Ooh, that does a lot of... That's fat. Speed, is speed 120, is that good? How does the shovel have a bigger chance to... Okay. That costs $3. Damage, two-handed. Okay. Can of acid. Oh, the acid does 7 damage to Eldritch Enemies, even. Anemones. I'm gonna get the... Chance to hit 60, 70, 50. I want this. It has a higher chance... It costs $1 more. More damage, higher chance to hit. Better... Papa John's, okay? I'll take it. Check out the apartment. What are we doing here? What are we... So we're going home, right? You can't investigate your home. That's... What do you want me to investigate? Are we... The apartment's like over here? Neighbor. Hey. Dude, what's up? You knock on your friend's door and wait. Hey, oh. He's already here. Okay. Oh, it said neighbor. My neighbor? Your neighbor. That is true, Emporio, you're right. The shovel does... You can interact with things if you have a shovel. If you find stuff like in the forest. Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about our real Lord and Savior? The day of reckoning is coming, says the voice on the other end of the line. You definitely don't like the way the man on the other side of the line puts an accent on real. Hello? Are you still there? Is this supposed to be weird preacher or wired preacher? Okay, you know what? Let's see what Peter Pop-Pop has to say. Should not have done... Oh, wait, hang on. Wait, we lost Doom. You learned some useful bits of information about your nemesis. However, if everything the man said was the truth... So, we lowered the Doom, and we also lost some reason. That's okay. Alright. It must be empty because he just came back and his classes... Oh. Oh, he's working at the school. Okay. So we'll go to the school then. Sure. No. No. Uh-uh. No. Uh-huh. It's gonna pop out. Where is it? Uh-huh. That's what I thought. You can't scare me. The neighbor's office at school is empty. You do find a few jars, all filled with weird eel-like fish. Despite your protest, Kana decides to take one jar. Kana, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Don't take it. The jar? Have you ever seen an eel like this? It's so freaky. Don't you have a feeling it's watching us? Please don't
Do not take the lid off that jar. Don't do that. You're gonna do that. I know that's what's gonna happen at some point, and you're gonna fuck us all. You hear rustling on the other side of your apartment door. Someone's trying to get in. Okay. Oh, okay. What? What? The apartment? What? What is this? The Purge? All right, buddy. you want? Why do I have the shovel 40% chance to hit? What is? All right, dude. I ain't got time for this, dude. Fuck off. And we're gonna kick. And I don't have enough to get the ocular pat down though, so we'll do that. And then we'll Wait, I have an ally, right? Ask your ally to distract the enemies. Hey, dude, look over there. Okay, wait. Hang on. No. Oh, I'm doing the prep. Okay, wait. I see. Okay. We will prep. We'll prep. That's gonna be like a guaranteed booty blast. All right, here you go, dude. Oh, I've sustained a new injury. Concussion. Great. There's a rumor of a masked assailant going door to door beating tenants with a baseball bat, but that's just a story, right? I don't know. Is it just a story? The dude's right here. Okay. Okay. Fuck this guy specifically. I guess the attack boost doesn't roll over to the next turn. That's my problem. And I can't instruct him to do anything because he's... Alright, fine. Is he even hurting me? I think he's only doing like 1 point of health. Okay, you're dead, dude. Get out of here. And he got the bat. He better have dropped that, right? Because he clearly had it. What we got here? Damage 4. Can I give it to an ally? Can I give it to... Okay, can I do it outside of battle? I have an ally, right? There's a way to... Or is he not following me? Yeah, Kana, right? That's the guy. Okay. So can I... How do I give him something? He needs a bat. He can have a bat. I've been doing... I have upgraded my proficiency to dual wield. Let's go, Dex builds. I feel like, first of all, we probably should go to the hospital because we definitely got this little doodad right here. -1 to, oh, it's a minor injury. -1 to knowledge. I should probably get that looked at. I mean, it's 80% chance to hit. I can't give it to... Wait, is that storing it? Yeah, see, I don't know if there's a way to... Is this eel even alive? I don't know, dude. What? Don't worry about it. Let's go talk to the doctor. Steal some... Nice. Steal some painkillers. Alright, how much does that cost to heal? Dude, $1 to heal a bumped head? Nice, dude. And now I'm just badly bruised. What? -1. Is that because I
Is that from the aftermath of... I don't know. Sometimes the skull does stuff. You know, you can click on it. It does different things sometimes. Very rarely. All right. Exit. So, let's go back. He's burning notes outside the... Good. Why are we stalking this guy? He's gonna... Loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. Open up, shouts the deep voice from behind the door. I know you're in there. I can handle it. I don't need to call the cop. I got my guy with me, okay? I got... Not this guy. An actual guy. What do you want, dude? Before you can answer, the door's letterbox suddenly opens and an unknown invader tries to look inside. Luckily, you manage to stand still. After a couple of minutes, the man retreats, probably unsure if you're home at all. We found... Kinda was right. Someone tried to burn some papers. They must have been in a hurry because some of the papers look salvageable. Right. Take a look. Legend from the prefecture, Eels, tell of a small village of robbers who will kill... They had to take censor one of the letters so this doesn't get demonetized. All visitors and dump their corpses into a lake full of eels. Eels of the blank prefecture could lay their eggs inside Gonna be one of those streams. Of course that's what they do. It's Japan, okay? Fangermon's like, I'm not into that. It's so weird. Your neighbor really was into eels, it seems. Yeah, it's... yeah, I mean, it's kind of a problem. You know, what do we do? What are we going to the prefecture? Are we going to the village? What do we do? Come on, what are we doing here? You're in the field. There's no water there. That's even worse. You had no idea that the funeral you've been invited to would end. Who said anything about a funeral? What? You stay at the back, shocked by how grotesque it is. Suddenly the guests turn their heads in your direction. You know what? We're just, my painkiller button is flashing because it's a new item. It's because I picked it up. Be careful not to overdose. Don't overdose. They keep telling me that. We're gonna, let's not. I don't want to eat kabuki face, guy. The mourners don't take no for an answer and forcibly draw your blood. Oh, so they drink my blood. I mean, it's still the same. Should we be spying on the neighbor again? I thought we were investigating the village because that's like the... It's the hooded person again. Oh! We learned a spell? Nice! You find the sulfur stinking hoodie in an envelope containing your photo, plus a curious... What we got here? Deals 8 damage. But it advances doom when you do it. Okay. Cast this spell. Forget this spell. What am I looking at? So that uses a little bit of health, and it does doom every time. Okay. Should I be in my apartment? Wandering through an empty corridor, you find an old vending machine. You don't recognize the brands of soda inside. Guys. What I'm talking about. You really could use a drink. How much is the most expensive one? How much is it? I only have $2, so fuck it. The taste seems a little odd, but you enjoy the drink anyway. Ooh, you sprunk. The most expensive one was $1. What was the cheapest one? $0? Free? There must be something more we can learn. I'll try to break into his apartment tomorrow morning. I wonder what he's hiding in there. You shrug non-committally. You just wish you could throw this damn jar into the trash. Why? Passing by a faulty elevator, its door suddenly open. You take a step back, noticing a weird tall woman standing in the darkness. Do you live here? I've never seen you. Yeah, what do you... I would... That is literally the face off of the cover from the Polaris' single Great Big Happy Moon face. That is that face. Okay, well... here's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna go. We're gonna fucking demolish this person. We're gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you with that shovel, and I can't do any other moves. Fine. She didn't really hurt me. I think she hurt me with a reason, I think, right? Is that a butthole instead of an eye? Sure, maybe it is, you know? That's, alright. Get out. Get out. And you didn't even drop anything. I got one eye, no pockets, nothing. Broke ass.
This shit ain't nothing to me, man.
Straight up, I looked that bitch straight in the eye, singular, and I said, come at me, I'll turn into a statistic. I pulled out my shovel, and the last thing that bitch saw was the logo of the Craftsman Company. I really do this shit. Guess why we're going seaside? A heat wave continues with record temperatures. Continuing your investigation takes more and more effort. You know, now it seems like a good time to pop some pills. Undo that 2 stamina damage I did from... See? Pop it, dude. Nice. Thinking about how stupid it is of Connor to try and break into your neighbor's apartment, you go to sleep. Release the eel. What could go wrong? I don't know. Maybe everything could go wrong. You spend an entire day waiting for Connor. Where the hell is he? He's got an anal cavity full of eel eggs, I think, probably. You catch a glimpse of an art class, one disturbing... No, don't look at the painting, because it's going to make you go crazy. See? It's my only option, was to look at the painting. It's like a... This is how I feel when I see, like, a Jackson Pollock, okay? I look at that, I'm like, And it actually injures me to look at that kind of shit.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, I don't know, Bubsy. Kana has been missing since yesterday. You decided to check out the neighbor's apartment yourself. And that's my only option, is that I can only go there. But the threat level is low, okay? So what could possibly... Right, Bubsy's right. What could possibly go wrong? You cautiously enter your neighbor's kitchen. You are shocked to see countless jars filled with eels, flailing around relentlessly. Where the hell is Kana? I don't know, can I open... Sometimes you can interact with stuff on these screens. I was going to see if maybe, like... what do we got here? Escape. Bedroom. Bathroom. Don't go in the bedroom. Go in the bathroom. Should not have gone in the bathroom. Should not have gone in the bathroom. That's... The swollen body of your neighbor is rotting away inside putrid, murky water. Both his eyes are missing, with countless tiny blood trails leading from them in all directions. What? He's got notes, though. Can I get the notes? I guess they won't let me get the notes, I don't know. I mean, what's he got? He's not reading them, obviously. Motherfucker ain't got no eyes. Fine, bedroom. Hey, dude, what do you... I found the neighbor, but when his eye burst, I slipped on the blood and lost consciousness. I'm afraid there's something in my own eye now, too. This one, right? Not the brown one? Because we already made that joke. Alright, dude. Well, we should, you know, what are we doing here? We must go to a hospital. We must puncture his eye now. Reading that, I read that line. You know how, like, when you think about eating a Warheads candy, how sometimes your mouth kind of puckers up? I read that in my eye. It itches just a little bit reading that sentence. Reaction that, you know. Look, man,
We should let a doctor handle this, okay? I'm not gonna pop that out. I'm not gonna do it, okay? Look, you rush to the hospital with Kana, getting a lot of attention from horrified people. Your friend is immediately taken to the operating theater, and you collapse on a chair in the waiting area. When you wake up, it's already night. Trying to ask about your friend, you are met with weird reactions as if she never existed. Okay. Earlier in the game, Kana came back from the kitchen, and the game said he had a can of soda because he was drinking it and looking at that thing in the jar. What do you mean to tell me? What kind of hospital is this? You rush to the operating theater, but are stopped by an armed policeman. Whatever happened, the doctors must have been too late to help. Oh, okay, well. What? I didn't solve shit! What? You're still processing the events of the previous night. Corpse eating eels that lay eggs in the eyes. Ah. How? How did they get in the eyes? That's like the weirdest. How? The eye is not a bottle. It's not a body cavity. You know, like that's not a. Okay. Sitting before your apartment building, you watch the police officers emptying out your neighbor's place. You wonder if you'll ever hear from your friend again. I don't know, dude. Alright, so we're still, okay, so I think the ending we got, so notice we still have some Doom up here. I think we actually are progressing, because look, we are leveling up. So we died and that reset the progress a little bit, but we are actually in a playthrough, I think. Okay. So, we advance to the next experience level. We can get folklore studies. Choose one perk and one stat upgrade. This has come up in the past. Folklore, when we got to that funeral, that was an option there. Alright, and I think I will pick, get +6 to something. I'm going to take 6 to reason, because more things seem to hurt, like, psychologically when you see, like, crazy shit. Okay, there we go. Alright. The old god stirs. What's up, dude? Roads closed. Better than the pool, I guess. Roads leading out of town were closed by the police. You'll have to find a new way out. Ah, okay. Got a key? Now we can open up. Yeah, see, we can go to the lighthouse now. You can't fight the police. Alright, the coma. We did the eel one, I guess. So I guess because we died on this. Okay, that's where the 5th story is. You do these 4, and when you survive them and you don't die, then the 5th one appears. Okay, so we'll do the contagious coma now. More and more people fall unconscious and cannot be awakened. People who try to wake the patients only end up falling into a coma themselves. A whole wing of the town's hospital has been dedicated to warding the comatose. Is there anything connecting these people? How did the strange illness start? Investigate the village, patient 0. Okay. So, let's check the news reports about this weird disease. Let's go check the village first, because we can get patient 0 as a little thing to help us. You stand in the middle of the field, frozen in terror. A rip in our reality shows the horrible future of our planet. Seeing the familiar figure looking back at you, you can't help but wonder if it's our world that's just an illusion. Let's not... The first thing out of the gate, let's not go in the extra-dimensional portal. Let's hold off on that, you know? Let's do that. Alright, we got cursed. We've been traumatized. We've seen truths so real that our mind cannot comprehend them. We have seen... What's... We have seen ChatGPT 5, okay? Which, by the time this comes out, maybe I should have said 8. 10% max... Oh, okay, that lowered our reason, so... An old priest is performing a ritual to appease a local demon imprisoned underground. You're invited to join them. Why not? Why not? Oh, here we go. You read about the ritual. See? That's a knowledge check. So I did that. Following the intricate pattern of steps, bows, and claps isn't a problem for you. Once the ritual ends, the priest thanks you and hands over the item. And we got a ritual dagger. That does 4 damage. Small chance of recovering reason. It's a magic item. So, like the shovel over here, that is a blunt item. That's magic. So that's different. I also noticed I kept my shovel. I'm gonna hang on. How much is it worth? I'm gonna hang on to it. It's only worth $1. I'm gonna hang on to it. It's covered with a strange liquid. It might be blood, you know? Free stuff. There you go. An old man from the village hands you a package. Should help you understand the... Look at that, dude. We got the dust of seeing. Momentarily renders invisible creatures partially visible. Oh, so we can use that in a battle. We can also sell it for $1. I'm gonna hang on to that. I might actually need that. Okay, so we did patient 0. I'm learning. You do the quest on the right to start, you get something. All right. Study the current mystery here. What do we got? Make notes. Right? Study old tomes, make notes. Dark forces scheme against you. You don't know who you can trust anymore. What? I got cursed again? I'm cursed again? What did I do? What? Mental curse? It's different now. Okay. Reports mention a patient 0. Who could they be? I don't know. Well, I thought we did that quest. Through the dirty restaurant window, you notice a shady-looking man wearing a jacket covered in strange symbols. He stops in front of a house, visibly nervous. Before he enters the house, he turns around as if he's checking for unwanted followers. He looks harmless. The door is locked, but you repeat the knocking pattern the suspicious man used. A moment later, the door opens and a surprised teen with greasy hair asks who the hell you are. Mistaking these nerds for cultists sure is embarrassing, but deep inside you're relieved. Okay, so that lowered our doom. Good. Okay, let's go in this hospital, baby. Let's see what we got here. Doctor's office. I'm traumatized again. Can I fucking... Dude, can I... Sorry, do I go to the psychologist? Like, what is... Dude, okay. First of all... Hey. Can you help me with this? No, he can't help me with this. Doc, I've seen some shit, dude, okay? What's going on here? Can you click at any of this stuff? Is he in the... He's not in the morgue. Check out the patient room. But I'm literally looking for patient 0. What do you mean I can't go in the patient's room? Where else would he possibly be? Was I not supposed to do that? Am I overthinking this? Do I just have to investigate? You're stopped by a masked man wearing... No, I'm not. I don't want the Fauci ouchie. You've got their... Oh, okay, so I did that. I got the name and address. Oh, okay, so even though I ran into a different guy, I still... I get it. I'm learning. I'm relearning. Okay. Where are we going? I mean... Right. He was giving away free... Look, I don't... Hey,
Anyone who tells you to do drugs is not your friend. Drugs can and will kill. And if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Okay? Please. I like that. As you glance around, you notice that more and more people are wearing strange masks, unlike anything you've ever seen before. As you turn to your friends for reassurance, you notice that some also wear these eerie masks. A, where did those friends come from? B, how long have they been there? C, where did you get those masks if you just now got them all of a sudden? Their voices sound muffled and distorted, and you can't shake off the feeling that they're not quite themselves. The hairs on the back of your neck stand on end, and you realize something is terribly wrong. Are they hiding something? Oh. Well, are these even the people they claim to be, or are they just masquerading as something? Oh. Well, we may never know. You stumble upon a nurse trying to open the door to the intensive care unit, constantly mumbling something. When she turns around, her face makes you scream. What is your deal, man? What, what is... Look, 134... Okay. So, okay, it's more cost effective. It's more cost effective to hit this twice and then hit that. And then just try it again. I managed to miss. Great. I managed to miss. Missed again? Really? On a 70? I missed on a 70? Guess I could have done that. I don't know. Fine, screw it. Get out. He didn't even drop anything. What was I doing in there? What? Patient Zero's house seems empty. See, I got confused because it didn't really tell me I needed to be in the hospital, but I still had to search there one more time. Hearing footsteps, you turn around. Behind you stands a pretty woman in a sweater. Natural beauty. Yes, this is exactly what I need. You shudder seeing the weird woman reaching into her pocket and producing a nasty-looking knife. Pretty face. Mind if I borrow it? I do... That's not your face. That is not your face. You're called dibs. You look like you look like the cover of Remain in Light by Talking Heads. I don't like that. Okay. We're gonna... You ain't gonna get my face. Ain't gonna get my face. And we're gonna scope this one out, okay? Uh-oh. Oh no, when injured, they deal double damage. Okay, she's weak and sharp. That's what happens when you have too much plastic surgery, okay? You know, people used to joke about Michael Jackson's nose falling off because he got one too many nose jobs. If you go under the knife too many times, your entire fucking face will... That will happen. I guarantee it. Fuck off, lady. What did you give me? Lucky earrings. What do we got here? Oh, you just equip it. Oh, wait, hang on. Fancy. Are they cursed? Are they? If I do this, are they cursed? How much are they worth? They're only. Is everything only worth $1? I'm just saying, if this is worth as much as the pulsing thing of meat that I had the opportunity to eat on the other playthrough, they ain't fancy, okay? This man dabbled in magic. He found a journal. Okay. It seems he tried to contact an entity from Dream Realms. Oh, it's a tulpa. Let's see. All right. Well, let me just swing by my house real quick. We're gonna take a breather here. All right. +3 stamina and reason. Take another nap real quick. Another power nap. All right. So, see what it says? Describing a certain village, and so So that tells me I should go to the village, but it's like... I feel like they want me to go here and investigate downtown one more time, you know what I mean? The investigation is taking the toll on you. You start to miss the most obvious things. And now the doom goes up because I didn't see the eyeball back there. See? So the quarantine wing... So we investigated that, and now it's actually telling us to go to the hospital. But I thought we'd go to the village. You enter the hospital looking for information about a certain patient. The main corridor is dark and strangely empty. You spot a nurse at the registration booth. She's asleep from exhaustion. We can sneak past her, we can let her sleep, or we can set the trash can on fire. Mind you, all three of these options do involve just letting her sleep. Watch. See? Easy. You managed to sneak past her and rummage through the cabinet. I didn't know that's what I was going to do. Okay. There it is. That's oh, okay. We're just going in. We're going in. We're gonna finalize this, huh? You've managed to sneak through the floor while avoiding the police and finally reach the quarantine wing where the coma patients were brought in. Their pulses are slowly weakening and their blood pressure dropping. You must hurry. Okay, so we should probably use the dust, right? Lust the dust is what we got. See, there's a guy there. Big sock man, okay? That's why they're so insidious. You just think you see the flailing arm guys outside the car lot because it's going to get your attention to make you go buy a car. It actually is slowly eating your soul, wearing down your willpower, which is going to make you more likely to sign the paperwork to spend several $1,000s too much on a car you cannot afford, okay? Following the old man's advice, you throw the dust of seeing in the air. It reveals weird, elongated monsters hanging from the ceiling, one above every bed. Each creature is connected to the patient with an undulating tendril. If you try to process everything, one of the disgusting creatures raises its head and looks in your direction. Gross. The creature causing the contagious coma plaguing your town has taken notice of you. You must... Okay. What, you play in the room? Ah, shit, dude. That's... Alright. Okay. Let's get the ocular pat down here. Ocular pat down. And we're going to whack him with that shovel, okay? Perfect, 200 points. Good. He's weak against magic. Cosmic parasite feeding off the dreams and memories of ordinary people. And he just tried to straight up eat me. Okay. The dagger. If I equip this, right, this takes up a... How much damage does the shovel do? 6. Okay, if he's weak to the magic dagger, then let's pop that in. I don't have time to change the equipment. Okay, that's fine. Do I have an option to... I swear to God, there's a thing for change weapon, right? There's a change? No? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, fine. I don't need the magic knife. I don't give a shit, okay? Watch. Watch this. Yeah, but I can't change. It won't let me change to the dagger because I've already initiated combat. So I don't know. I have a spell, right? Oh, my mind is on fire. This does 8 damage. I thought I had something that specifically damaged, Eldritch guys, right? I don't know. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm not worried about my, brain. I'm not about the brain blast. I'm good. See, he didn't eat me. Didn't swallow me. No more today, buddy. Alright, dude. I got you. Dead to rights. Fuck out of here. The creature's severed body falls on the floor and starts to melt slowly. The remaining part slithers back into the now closing hole in the ceiling. You manage to catch a glimpse of the other side. The sight of the other side makes you fall to your knees. It wasn't the creature's body that you managed to cut off. It was merely a finger. Shaken, you sneak out from the hospital. One thing is certain, though. It's the end of this weird illness. See, the hospital is now safe. And I believe we leveled up. Here we go. Art knowledge? If we art knowledge this, like, what does this do? So every time we walk around in the school and we see that painting, this is a prompt that comes up if we have this perk. I don't really have any allies. Hot bath is improved resting at home. We'll go with that. And I'll take art, and I'll take I'm still cursed, right? Am I still traumatized? I'm still traumatized. So I'm gonna take reason again because the traumatization is affecting my higher cognitive thought, okay? The old god stirs. What's going on, dude? Did the water level suddenly increase, or is our city slowly sinking? No, that's the fucking... It's the climate change. The ice caps, dude. It's finally happening. And they were only 70 years off, whatever, in their fucking predictions, but the Florida coastline is starting to come back a bit. And exploring the seaside, you can get drenched. I don't know what that is. Investigating places located outside the city cost one more dome. Shit. Well, we can pop this open, right? Open padlock D. See? There we go. Can I go back to the... Can I go to the lighthouse from here? He's taking a basket. You get a small... Okay. Extra... you can do this between missions. So, extra reason regained. Let's go with the stamina regain. Because, we did the thing for reason on the other side. What's on TV? Minor earthquake in the seaside region has revealed an entrance to a partially flooded cavern system. Local scientists believe some of the corridors could be man-made. Oh, weird. Don't do that. Let's do one more playthrough, and we'll wind a little bit past 12. Okay. Can I go to the lighthouse from here? I don't think it'll let me go to the lighthouse. That's like after the... Which is weird because, like... I don't know. In there... What is that? You could leave something... if I had a phone, I could do that, right? What we got? Captain? Teacher's pet? Oh. Vanity jacket? Let's rock this. Let's rock this fit, alright? Let's do that. Inside... Oh! Found some money! So, see, that's why you can interact with some of this stuff. What's going on here? That's a nice movie poster. So that's why I, like, click on the skull and stuff when we go to the hospital, because you can do this stuff and it does actually activate things. I thought I changed my clothes. Can I leave here and go to the... I don't think I can go to the lighthouse. Town screen, okay. So I can. It's the center one. So we'll open up padlock C. Alright. Now. I can't rest? Can I rest? What's out the people? What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Hey. Alright. Next mission. We've got spine-chilling story of school scissors, or the bizarre root of the blood-curdling botanist. This one might actually be a good one to do because we have the shovel on us, and this is going to make us go in the forest and we can dig shit up. Your neighbor asked you to help. Her husband, Shiro-san, has gone missing. She's worried it might be connected with the new fertilizer he ordered from Tokyo.
Oh, I don't like this one. I don't like this one. I remember this. I immediately remembered this one. I don't like it. I don't like this one. This is the one that creeped me out. I don't... Where is he and why would he need so much fur? Maybe he's making a bomb. Investigate the school location twice to complete that quest. So, okay, you've got the business card of the gardening company where the man was working. Maybe some of his colleagues. Let's go to the school and we'll investigate immediately the school. Museum started. You know, Bubsy, don't ask questions you don't want the answers to, okay? You ever heard of The Last of Us? Museum started hanging up. Oh, it's the museum thing. Okay. Well, that actually added Doom. I don't want that. I don't want more Doom. That pair has been following you since morning. You finally managed to lose them, but can't shake the feeling that it will only get worse. Okay, well, what do I get? A new, yet undefined species of cordyceps fungus has been observed to infect rats taking over their bodies. Could it have the same effect on other mammals? Those of you who know anything about my personal tastes and the things that actually do creep me out that I don't like, I would have paid the 4% Doom to re-roll this mission if I remember what it was. You said botanist, that means flowers, okay? You could have said freaky frolicking with the fucking fungi, okay? That's an alliteration for you, and it would have told me what it was. How's my stamina looking here? I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna rest real quick, just a little bit. I'm gonna do it one more time. Just trying to recover some of my health, you know what I mean? And see, my reason got capped at 17 because I got that damn curse. All right. The only metro line in your town connects to the university and the science complex. You take a ride to gain some time, but you've got a feeling something is wrong. Where's all the people? We're just there past peak hours. Take a ride, see? Even though the metro car is completely empty, you arrive at your station without any problems, see? Saving time. -2 Doom. So that nap we took, it was free. Buster Keaton Rules says you can make different decisions this time, so maybe it won't be as creepy. No, see, that's the problem. That's the problem, is because I'm going to make the same mistakes every time. There's only the illusion of choice when your destiny is to be terrified by mushrooms, okay? Buster Keaton Rules says, oh yeah, this reminds me of that fungus segment of the Haunted PS1 compilation we played last year. Hey, check this year's Extra Life schedule. We're playing horror games. Shiro-san has always been a weirdo, but he's good at what he does. Last month, he ordered a pack of experimental fungicide from Tokyo. I think I've seen the dispatch order with an address somewhere, the old man says. Help me move this dirt and I'll look for it. I got a shovel, dude. Let's go. Walking through the park, you find a little girl crying alone in the playground. When you ask her what's wrong, she says that she can't find her mommy. Luckily, you spot the girl's address on a backpack lying nearby. No. In Japan, little girls by themselves are not... No, I've seen The Ring. The cops can handle it, okay? See, she's gone. If I would have gone and talked to her, she would have come bitten my face off, okay? While dispatch order is staying with the foul-smelling liquid, you think you can make out the address, at least parts of it. The house is somewhere in the nearby forest. So why am I not investigating the forest? Why am I going to the village? You try to lose the masked man who's been following you the whole morning. You eventually find yourself in a dead end. Looking for a way out, you hear a branch snapping behind you. Buddy, you made a mistake because you're following me around and I am carrying a shovel, okay? Probably covered in different kinds of blood because of all the stuff I've bludgeoned to death with it, and you think you can stand up to this. All right, dude, take a fucking idiot. Yeah, I'm still working on the Extra Life schedule, so some of the things still need to be timed. I'm still working on that, but we'll get there. Okay, here I can do like this, go like that. Go like that. 7 damage.
prepare for an attack? I don't have enough time for that. He's weak against magic. Yeah, I wish I could change my damn... I don't know what kinds of guys I'm going to run into. That's the problem. He's not doing a lot of damage to him. I got him. Dead, okay? If I get money from these guys, I'm not getting anything. I'm just getting experience. It's dark. You don't remember the trees growing so close to each other. Didn't I have a company? No, I died on that path. Let's go top left, okay? You discovered an old campsite located on the edge of a small clearing. A tent has been knocked down, and the food and utensils have been scattered everywhere. Let's look for clues. Did wolves learn how to walk on their hind legs? You telling me Yipper the Fox is here too? Is he one of the eldritch beings in this fucking Yipper the Fox? Is he coming? Okay, fine. We'll go down this one. In the forest, you hear the faint whimpering in the distance. When you find it, you discover a wild dog caught by its hind leg in a bear trap. The dog growls menacingly when you get closer. Is this the WikiHow dog? You know what? Let's help the pupper. I should have done it. I should have done it. I should say, fuck that dog, man. What I should have done is I should have just put it out of its misery. But that wasn't an option. Okay, fine. Tic-tac-toe, baby. A sudden storm forces you to find shelter in a nearby cave. Looking around, you discover strange markings on the walls. Well, if you look at him, you're gonna go crazy. Oh, well, fuck it, right? We got stars and fucking shit. Fucking Boeing logo on the side. I don't know what the fuck that is. All right, well, let's go right here. A wet splash behind you makes you stop. You slowly turn around to see a young girl sluggishly walking your direction. In her eyeball, there's a swarm of disgusting worms. One of them falls to the floor with the wet... Oh, well, we know who this is. Maybe it's our friend from the other playthrough. I mean, I don't know. You know, that's, No, I'm not okay with that. We just need to... Okay, we're just, This is going to hurt you a lot more than it's going to hurt me, and this is definitely for your own good. She's weak against sharp. She has no special skill. This girl must have eaten too many worm eggs that supposedly keep people slim. It seems like they've hatched in the wrong place. That is, like, part and parcel the story from Rotten.com of the guy who ate the bad sushi and got brainworms. There's a photo to go with that, and that's not what actually happened in that story, but that's the one they gave you. I hate that I remember that. She's reaching into her eye socket. Jesus fucking Christ. Stop it. Stop it! Necro's like, girl, I know you love spaghetti, but please eat with some class. Okay, let's go top middle, okay? The trees overhead block the sunlight, and you begin to feel gloomy. What, am I feeling sad? I'm losing reason because of that? You have a feeling that you're being watched, and when you hear a branch snapping, you quickly turn around. There is someone standing in the trees just 2 meters away. If I had Ryoko, man, if only... You mean to tell me my Tenchi waifu is not with me right now? Or I'm gonna run. Okay, good. Fuck that. I don't really think I can heal. That's my problem, is that... Do I have to check every box here? What am I doing? You follow the faint sound of to a telephone line pole. The moment you notice giant hairy balls underneath it, they start to twitch and rise. I think we found Yipper the Fox. Oh shit. Okay. It does doom damage. Oh, it just increases the percentage. Okay. We're gonna do that. Fandramon's like, I'm not into that either. Parasitic monsters who connect to random people through telephone lines using tales of idle gossip to lure these victims to a remote spot to be ambushed and eaten. Parasitic monsters who connect to random people through telephone lines using tales of idle gossip to lure these victims to a remote spot to be ambushed and eaten. Are you sure this is a Totoro and not a Discord moderator? Because that description fits. Fanjamon, every time I booty blast him with fire, every time I booty blast somebody with fire, it damages me, stamina and reason, and it brings up the doom, okay? I only want to use the fire spell in worst case scenario, okay? He burned me. Hope he brought some burn heal for that. God damn it, dude. Thanks, Blaine. Doom damage? I'm hurt. Do I have to check all the boxes? Or am I just really unlucky? I'm just really unlucky. Oh, fuck. I don't have... Oh, man. I don't have anything with the... I don't have a second option here. Finally, after what felt like hours of following the dirt road, you find the old mansion. It's completely overgrown with plants you've never seen before. In front of the mansion, there's the gardening company minivan filled with boxes. This entire stream, we've been seeing a lot of things that are very grotesque and horrifying, and this is the one time that I know it's gonna upset me. So here's your little content, here's your little fucking content warning, okay? It's gonna show some upsetting imagery in a second here, okay? You stand in the middle of the room when suddenly the floor gives way and you fall down to the basement. Falling through the hole in the floor, you find yourself in an overgrown basement. In the corner lies a man you recognize. It's Shudo-san, the missing gardener. You must help him escape this place. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay? Do not interact with this man. There's a reason why, when you confronted him, it started a battle, and it didn't do anything else. It's because he's, you gotta protect the gardener. So, lead the gardener. And then you can also, what's that? So you can take a closer look at his injuries. Do not lead, you know, if you observe, he is already dead. He is dead. He is not alive, okay? But I'm pretty sure we gave him the ocular pat down last time. So there's a chance to get a different ending here if we... This is what we did last time. Because you find out that he's the mushroom. So let's lead him outside, because that definitely will not... That won't be a bad thing. That won't be bad. You know? What could possibly go wrong? He's losing health every turn. What do we got here? I think we have just enough time to like constantly lead him out, right? Is that what this is? Should I be like protecting? I don't know.
Because I don't want to take damage, because if I die, that's game over, and it's going to screw everything up. What happens if he dies? Who cares? Who gives a shit? I didn't defeat him. This is a different... So, yeah. So this is a different ending. Vines whip you, covering your exposed skin in deep lacerations. You cry in pain, dropping the body of Shido-san. There's no way you'll be able to save him. With a heavy heart, you run, leaving the man you were supposed to protect behind. So, what happens if you, yeah, we got 1 experience point. Nice. What happens if you actually, if you say, hey, wait a second. You look weird. Then his face blows up and he attacks you and he's a fucking fungal monster, okay? I assume if you successfully lead him outside, then he just infects the entire forest? I don't actually know. That's what I was going to try to do. Anyways, what's going on? The whole town stopped receiving any outside signal. It must be the radio mast failure. What does that mean? What does that do? That's just there's no effect?
Let's go open up one more lock. We'll take the key. We got the A key. All right. So we will take a bath, and I think we should probably heal stamina. We'll grab the money out of the... No, it's not in the wallet. See, it's not in the wallet anymore. Is the TV off? Yeah, that's what it is. One of these days, I'm going to open that, and it's going to do something. There we go. It's A, open. So I think we can't really rest in stamina and stuff like that. I still have my... Oh, let's level up, too. We'll do that real quick. All right. Running shoes? I don't really run from combat. I think I'm going to take hot bath because I am hurt. We already did the mission for being outdoors, and the outdoorsman thing didn't even really help us. So I'm going to take the hot bath, and I'm going to go with dexterity as a perk, because I think that is that going to make me take less time to... I mean, honestly, I'm really only able to get like 1 attack off per thing anyway, so maybe I don't need dexterity. I don't know how much that would like affect the time it takes to do an attack. I don't think I'd be able to fit more attacks in. I'll take knowledge. Seems to be a... Alright. We got art knowledge as well. Folklore studies. My character's all fucked up, dude. She's got face wrapped in bandages, dude. We're totally dogging it. Alright. Okay. We're safe. So, we're taking a break. I know this looks like the ending. Not yet. So we'll do that, because if we go here to continue, you know, we'll have continue as an option on the main menu. I'll show you real quick. See, continues a thing here. We can do that. We've done 3 of 5 cases. The 5th one's the last one. So I figured next week we'll be able to do the 4th one and then the final one that opens up. Because I believe the 5th case, you go to the lighthouse, I think, right? So we'll figure that out. Put that. We'll bring that up, though. All right. Go to that. Tool Pirates. I was not ignoring you earlier. I was just trying to get through the boss encounter. I don't know. I don't know what time I'm free tomorrow. It just depends on if anybody wants to. If I'm help my dad clean out the garage and stuff. I don't know. I'll text you when I'm up, when I find out what's up. But I don't know who's doing what. I'm just trying to make my plans for other things. I spent all day working on code stuff, so actually that's what I was going to talk about here in a second. So I'll keep you posted though. Anyways, that is World of Horror. First half of our second playthrough of World of Horror. It's kind of our little, it's a new tradition. And we did the Madvent calendar in the last stream on Halloween, or for October every year. That's going to be our fourth time doing it this year. It's going to be the second half of the second Madvent calendar. It's pretty good. It's like a game hell. It's going to be like 12 games, an assortment of spooky horror themed kind of game jam kind of games. You should probably check that out. Next week's game is going to be World of Horror, though. I did notice, though, that I thought there was only 4 shows this month. There's actually 5 Fridays in October this year. So next week's game is World of Horror. The week after that is going to be the last half of Darkness, the 2025 remake that just came out this year. Wow, what are the odds? We just played through the whole trilogy, and now they just remade the first game, so we'll go back and play the new one the week after next. And then the 4th week, we'll do the Madvent calendar. And I know I said the Madvent is usually the final show in October. It's the last Friday. But it turns out that that's actually Halloween this year. So the 5th Friday in October is Halloween. So I'm trying to think of something we could do on Halloween. Because sometimes we do, like, special streams on Halloween. We'll, like, you know, back before I worked full-time, we'd play through Goosebumps, or we did Maniac Mansion, we did Friday the 13th. The last time Halloween fell on Friday, we did some Friday the 13th, like, spooky games or whatever. So I'll find something to do. I'm open to suggestions. I was thinking maybe we could do some of those, like, the Chilla's art, like the convenience store, the apartment that makes people disappear, those, like, Japanese horror ones. But I don't know if we should do that if we're already doing World of Horror, because it's already a Japanese horror, you know what I mean? I don't know if we're overdoing it. So we'll think about it. But that's what's coming up. The schedule for this quarter, the last 3 months of the year, it is in the Gatorbox Discord. You can go check that out. One of the things I rolled out, I added a new channel to the Gatorbox Discord. It's called Coming Attractions. And you may have noticed Mondays and Wednesdays we didn't have any streams earlier this week. And that's because I did post an announcement in the announcements channel. It's a big post on Patreon, but it's not paywalled. Anybody can read it. I just kind of use that as my blog. I need to suspend our Monday, Wednesday streams. I mentioned it last week that we kind of put the kibosh on that. And that's purely because I have too many things I need to do, and I don't have enough time to do them. You know, Two Old Pirates asked me what am I doing tomorrow, because I was going to help him do something. And it's just like, during the week, I don't have any time to do anything else, so all I have time to do is try to shunt things over to the weekend. And if my weekend is occupied doing other things that I want to help other people with, well, then I can't work on the things that I was going to do. And I took today off work to, so it's kind of a problem. So I needed to end the Monday, Wednesday streams. So we're only running Fridays now, and we're just doing our main shows for the time being. That said, I am working on all of this stuff. That's one of the things I'm trying to work on is editing old content. I know I haven't really posted much to the Plus channel this year because I just haven't had the time to cut the content for it. So in the Coming Attractions channel, I kind of made it as kind of a thing. So, you guys can keep me honest here. If you look over there right now in Coming Attractions, I just described it. It's just a reference page that I go back and I edit multiple times. I don't make any posts in Coming Attractions. I just edit the post that's in there and change the information of what I'm currently doing. And then I mark when it was last edited. So you can look at that bottom line and see if it's changed since the last time you were there. So I made a section for the 100 Best Games project where I've written 30 of the 100 entries. Underneath that, it's progress I'm making on the archive page for all of our stream recap, all the VODs, the uncut streams. And the 2019 to 2025 season is almost done. I estimated it's about 90% is what I put on the thing. That's the page built out. The files are uploaded, and the page built out is pretty much complete for that section of it. And then all of our chill streams and things like that is a little less. It's about 60%. I still need to organize a lot of the things we did this year and kind of get those uploaded. And then since we're suspending chill streams for the time being, I don't really have to worry about too many new uncut videos that need to be processed for the time being, so I can hammer that out and get that done. That's just today. I finished the code and I did almost the entire stuff, and that's almost done. I might have it done by the weekend. I don't actually know. I just have to kind of upload some of the remaining files now. And I mentioned on there that I'm uploading the 2024 and 2025 chill streams and all that stuff, so I'm trying to get all that cataloged. I did a section for games I'm working on for Track Mill. That was Goose. He popped in earlier and he resubbed. So I was working on the games I'm working on with him. And then I'm also showing the things I'm currently editing that are both for Gatorbox Plus, the chill stream stuff, and our Friday night stuff. So anytime you see, there's also things I have edited that are in the process of being uploaded. You can see everything, like I said, coming attractions. Anything that has a star next to it is something that was updated the most recent time that that post was modified. So right now, the page for the VODs, and I'm editing the Super Mario Maker 2 story mode stream. We did that like 4 years ago, and that's kind of a lost upload. I just lost it, and now I'm editing it. It's a six uncut videos, 6 segments, and I'm on the fourth of the 6 videos. So I'm about a little less than 2/3 of the way through. So I'm working on that. So you can kind of see what I'm working on and the progress on that and kind of what's coming up ahead. And hopefully having everything organized like that will just kind of, I don't know, I feel like it's nice to have a reference. You know, you can see what's working on. That way you guys know. And then hopefully, you know, having freed up some free time for myself to be able to work on this stuff. I finished the VOD page. That's a one and done thing. I mean, yeah, I got to add to it whenever there's new stuff, but like setting it up, building it out and setting it up and coding the tables and all that function, just building all that shit is a one and done thing. And then it's just a matter of maintaining it. And then that's not hard to do. So I can check that off. You know, it's just, that's kind of the process. So that's the new thing in the Discord, and you can check that out in Fangermon, link to that. So anyways, that's all I got for you on tonight's stream. I don't think I had anything else I needed to mention. I can't remember. But that's it. Next week we're doing World of Horror. Thanks for that. What is next week's? What's the unbox? I guess I could tell you that. What's next week's unbox is the How to Draw Anime coloring book. It's from Dollar Tree, by the way, just to give you an idea of the quality we're dealing with here. So that's the unbox. So anyways, that's all I got for you. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. I love you. Good night. God bless. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend. I'll see you guys in the Discord. In the meantime, and I'll be in and out working on all sorts of random shit for this channel. So take care, good night, and I'll see you next time.